podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Boxingwiz.com.
Man, I feel I'm the best in the sport, and to be the best, you got to be the best.
Boxingwiz.com.
One champion, one face, one name. His name's Deontay Wilder.
Boxingwiz.com.
Just the fact that I've been one that you've done for the longest time.
110%. There's no doubt in my mind that fight will happen. There's no doubt in my mind I'll beat Wilder as well.
I'm scaring heavyweights each and every time. Don't you see it? You know, I am the most feared. And if I'm not, then I want somebody to shut me up. I want somebody to prove that to me. I want to be proven wrong. But right now, I don't feel like nobody's gonna prove me wrong. Who has the guts?
Welcome back, ladies and gents, to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs, joined alongside absolutely no one. But we're going to get this thing going nonetheless. We have plenty of boxing to talk. First and foremost, the biggest news is the IBF stripping Canelo Alvarez. Alvarez goes to his social media and apologizes to fans, but blames Golden Boy. So are Canelo and Golden Boy not seeing eye to eye? Will Canelo go somewhere else? And not just Canelo, but his stablemate, Ryan Garcia, comes out and has a few negative things to say about how he's being promoted. So we'll be definitely talking that as our first main topic. Then we'll go to the PBC on Fox card. Adam Kownacki gets the unanimous decision over Chris Arreola. And their brawl, or should I say slugfest, broke records. And we'll talk about that as well. Brian Howard upsets Carlos Negron, which is very sad, let me tell you. Very sad to hear that Negron could not get that particular win. This was a tune-up, and I believe he was knocked out, if I'm not mistaken. We didn't get to see it, obviously, but it was definitely reported on. ESPN plus the card with Michael Conlan. Conlan stops Diego Alberto Ruiz. Luke Keeler gets a decision over Luis Arias Jr. And topic number 3 is a good one. Topic number 3 may strike some interest in some or may turn some off, but Marcos Maidana throwing his name in that hat, saying that he's willing to come back only for Manny Pacquiao. So we'll see just exactly what Marcos does. Will Al even take him back after, him coming to the United States starting camp? I'm pretty sure they gave him some sort of advance, and nothing really came from it in terms of Marcos getting in the ring, actually. So, really a lot to talk about. But Marcos Maidana willing to return for the Manny Pacquiao fight. Should Pacquiao take it? Is it a big fight in your opinion? Or is it another cherry pick, especially Maidana coming off this long layoff and no speaking of tune-ups? We got Billy Joe Saunders leaving Frank Warren. Who is he going to sign to? That's the big question amongst boxing fans, forums, and all that good shit. Everybody is wondering, where is he going? So we have also news and notes. Obviously, Tyson Fury. We reported on this during the week, but his fight with Otto Wallin is all but signed, sealed, and delivered for September 14th. They continue to try to raise the profile of Tyson Fury. They're bringing him back to Vegas to the T-Mobile Arena. And, I don't know how he's going. I don't know why they keep taking him to Vegas. Maybe Boston was rumored. And, maybe even New York is a better location because you gotta factor in, the Irish demographic, and you got a good contingency in New York City. You also can take him to Boston, another big, Irish town. So it would be good of them to go that way, but they're going back to the T-Mobile. Now, since this fight isn't finalized, I'm hoping that something changes up. I'm hoping maybe, they can find the right location for Fury. Madison Square Garden makes more sense. We've seen other Irish fighters fight there. Michael Conlan, we've seen, obviously, McGregor and Mayweather make a stop in New York City to promote their big fight. But since we're talking UK news, we got Anthony Fowler, who gets a decision over the veteran Brian Rhodes. And we got Freddy Roach upset with Buboy's comments that basically he said Freddy ain't got no weight. And, he doesn't make the decisions as to whether or not Pacquiao will remain fighting. Then we got to talk Munguia versus Vargas and the fact that looks dead. It probably won't be happening. Martin Bakole gets a stoppage. Ievgen Khytrov and Eric Walker both get victories. And Shawn Porter is questioning the star power and pay-per-view power of Errol Spence. So these are our topics. If you guys are interested, the number 2 call in. Just don't forget, you can add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. And, definitely voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. So let's take it from the top. I guess we should start with the Canelo Alvarez news because it is the biggest news. And it's probably the most alarming news, to be honest with you. Especially here on this show, we consider Canelo the face of boxing. If we're going to paraphrase, taking quotes out of the book of Bob Arum, it's Canelo. You let him do what he wants to do. He's the one that's moving the needle. There are not many other boxers that can move the needle quite like a Canelo Alvarez. So, all of this news is very shocking, alarming, whatever you want to categorize it under. Why? Because now that he is stripped, he being Canelo, we're seeing Golden Boy come out. Eric Gomez has come out. Someone had to fall on this sword. So Eric Gomez came out and said that it was his fault, that he signed an agreement with the IBF and with Lou DiBella, Derevchenko, saying that if they couldn't find a negotiation, they couldn't come to a negotiation by a certain date, well, then they would vacate. And I guess Eric Gomez, the, CEO, expected negotiations to go well. I'm sure he never thought that they would be forced into a situation where Derevchenko wouldn't take any of the offers and they would be forced to vacate the belt. Nonetheless, according to the reports, this was a move done on behalf of Eric Gomez without Canelo Alvarez's confirmation, without him giving his approval. And then he turned around and came out and said that he was very saddened that the IBF would strip him, that he says he didn't know anything about this clause in the contract between his promoter and Derevchenko that if a deal couldn't be struck that he would lose his belt. And honestly speaking, man, I just think it's unfair treatment. I don't understand why Canelo Alvarez somehow has to be stripped for a belt that he just won versus Daniel Jacobs. And then stripped for Sergey Derevchenko nonetheless, right? Like, Derevchenko got his shot with Jacobs. How is he back up again after just fighting Jack Coolclay? I mean, look, I usually love the IBF, but they need to rank some other middleweights. You know, Jack Coolclay and Derevchenko should not be that highly ranked that they can get multiple title shots as mandatory positions. It's just insane that Derevchenko is right back in a matter of months. It makes no sense at all. No sense. I'm really interested in finding the exact date that Derevchenko and Daniel Jacobs went up against each other. I just want to get into Derevchenko's record, see exactly what took place because, man, he's got to be very happy with his management team being able to get him this position so quickly. So Daniel Jacobs fought Sergey Derevchenko in 2018 of October. Since then, Derevchenko has had one fight, only the Jack Coolclay fight. So you see the flaw in the IBF right here. This just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. He lost to Daniel Jacobs. He beats Jack Coolclay and he gets a shot at Canelo? I'm not getting it. You know, how is there no one else ranked above Jack Coolclay? How is he returning so quickly? So Gennady Golovkin is number 3 on their rankings. Jack Coolclay is number 8. So again, how did this happen? But we'll never get any answers. Luke Keeler, who scored the upset over Luis Arias, is number 13. Quigley, who lost to Tariano Johnson, is 14. Alantez Fox, 15. Daniel Jacobs is number 5. And that's what I'm saying. So Jacobs beat Derevchenko, goes on to lose to Canelo, and he's ranked underneath Derevchenko, who lost to Jacobs and just fought Jack Coolclay. It's just a disgrace, honestly, man. I didn't even want to use harsh words like that, but the IBF is obviously, they have an agenda. I don't know who they're aligned with in this particular situation, but I don't see, with these names, you know, if it was a Gennady Golovkin or a Daniel Jacobs, and it couldn't be Jacobs for the same reasons that it shouldn't be Derevchenko, because of the time. You just fought the man. Like, none of this makes sense. None of this. But the IBF proving that they do not care about undisputed. I don't even know what they care about. Honestly, I can't begin to understand why would they strip Canelo Alvarez for Sergey Derevchenko. The sanctioning fee won't be as great. Nothing is going to come from it. And honestly speaking, no knock on Derevchenko, but like, can he even beat Demetrius Andrade? Can he even beat Canelo? So, like, he's going to go get this vacant title shot, fight somebody for it, and then do what with the IBF? What's he going to do that's going to excite us? This is very bad right here. Like, this is very bad for boxing. I know Lou DiBella and maybe Keith Conley are thinking to themselves that, you know, they are the mans for getting this done for their fighter, Sergey Derevchenko, but this only slows down the division so much more. I have no clue why this took place. It's sad, man. Really, it is. It's sad that the undisputed nature of that division will be on hold. Simply on hold. Now, if you tell me Gennady and Derevchenko were going to fight for that eliminator mandatory position, something like that, then that could be understood. You know, I mean, what can't be explained is Derevchenko being number one and ranked above Gennady and Daniel Jacobs. That will never be able to be explained. There is no way they have a logical explanation for that. But that's what's going on in the middleweight division, you know. After approving specific names and going through that whole approval process with Dazn, the IBF stepped in and said, you know what, you're taking too long. You're taking too long. We're just going to do our own thing, which, again, I don't get. How could your own thing be more valuable than Canelo's thing that you're attached to? It just isn't. It just isn't going to make the amount of noise. It won't have the ripple effect that a Canelo Alvarez would have. It just isn't going to happen. But topic number 2, PBC on Fox. The big fight card between Adam Kownacki and Chris Arreola as the main event. And it was an all-out action affair. I mean, these men let their hands go from start to finish. And they truly didn't stop. The amount of body punches that they put in were great as well. I mean, it was a crazy fight. I was a bit disappointed or underwhelmed, maybe a bit underwhelming for me, that performance, because I wanted a knockout or a knockdown. You know, I'm looking at Adam, and I can't help but think that the world will, how could I put this, man? The world is going to compare him to everyone that Arreola's been in the ring with, especially as an upcoming prospect. We seen it on the live show yesterday. They even were comparing him to Dubois and saying that Dubois would kill him or kill Arreola, and, you know, that Adam isn't ready. But the headline of the weekend still is that Adam and Arreola broke records in terms of punches thrown and landed. So they broke records in terms of punches thrown and landed, which is quite impressive, if you ask me. But some of those shots just didn't have a lot of mustard on them, right? I mean, there were some big shots, or these guys have some really solid chins. Now, the performance of Adam, we got to question and wonder, could he have done better if he were a little lighter? He was at his heaviest at 266 and a quarter, and we've seen him a lot lower than that in the past. Could that had some toll or effect on his performance, especially in the later half, when it did feel like he took a bit of a dip in terms of his pace and his activity and things like that. So that's something to think about, obviously. I was telling Mike yesterday, I personally would like to see Adam maybe do a sidestep. I seen headlines where Adam is saying, you know, hopefully he gets his shot next year at a world title. And if that's going to happen, you know, well, hopefully he could get another fight in this year. And maybe something early in the beginning of next year. Because Arreola put a lot of hands on him. He just put a lot of hands on him. And I'm wondering to myself, I'm slightly concerned. What would another more skillful guy do? What would a guy that could get on his wheels? Like, Arreola was there to be hit. He wasn't trying to move. He was laying on the ropes at times. he was giving Adam opportunities left and right. So very interested in seeing where Adam goes from here, because, I mean, just public perception, we thought that this was a showcase fight for him and that he was going to essentially stop Arreola. This ended up turning into a very competitive back and forth fight. I personally wouldn't call it that back and forth. I mean, I easily seen it 7-5, 8-4 for Adam. And 4-3 is even being generous in my opinion. Like, I don't know. Look, I know Arreola was in this fight. He was in this fight. He was landing punches, but Adam just racked up a lot of those early rounds. You know, and his shots were a lot bigger in the beginning. They were moving Arreola. You know, Arreola was able to come on around round 10, 11, 12 is where he was really picking it up, which is impressive to be Arreola, right? I mean, at this age, the championship rounds are the ones where you bite down and you show your true grit and have, you know, your best performance, because, again, the second half of the fight is what most people were scoring for Arreola. But all in all, very good fight where neither man backed down. You would get the occasional time where, you know, either opponent would back up slightly, but these guys were meeting in the center of the ring or meeting anywhere where they decided it was going to be a fight. It was enjoyable, but slightly underwhelming because 0 knockdowns. You know, they were landing some big punches, and we were doing a lot of oohs and ahs, but then there was no knockdowns. And we seen Arreola down by Travis Kaufman a couple fights ago. We've seen him down by other people. Adam's never been down that I know of, but Arreola has. And as an up-and-coming prospect that wants a title shot, the statement would have been to stop Arreola, not go the decision with Arreola. And again, there's no knock on that. Arreola fought a very good fight. He looked like an Arreola of back in the day. So, you know, Adam did what he had to do. He got the win. He fought an extra motivated Chris Arreola, but he still got the win. So, PBC on Fox posted the Chris Arreola and Adam Kownacki fight on their YouTube, bro. And this fight has been out. Let me just get the exact hours that it's been out. Where is this? How can I do it? It's got 614,000 views from yesterday. I'm trying to see the exact. I want the exact hour that they put this out, because you know that on this show we spoke highly of Daniel Dubois and how his fight after 1 week had 1.7 million views. This is on track to be do very well. The Adam Kownacki highlights on PBC on Fox, it's already at 614,000. And unfortunately, it's just not telling me how many hours ago this was uploaded. Ain't that a bish? It usually does. But let me see if I can check from the email, because I get the email notifications. Maybe they sent me that email letting me know they uploaded that video. Let's double check, because it's important. Yep, PBC on Fox uploaded. Let me see. All right, so the highlight video was at 1:39 in the morning. So it's got a few hours on it, and it's done ridiculously well. In comparison, the full fight of Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz has 1.2 million on Showtime. So there you go. Very, very big numbers for this fight. In the post, you know, we're not talking about live viewers. These are people that went back to watch this after hearing about the Slugfest. So very good that the social media all around, because we gave credit to BT quite a few times on this show for the strong social media push that they're doing on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook with everything that they got from BT. And they're not biased, much like Dazn, they're interviewing everyone that comes through and they could get on camera. So very impressed with the way and the direction boxing is going. I mean, whenever a fight can do 500,000 views overnight, you know that the higher ups are going to be content with that, to say the least. So on the undercard, we had a huge upset. We were doing this fight live, and he just could not block the hook. He kept getting hit with that back right hand. He got hit with he just kept going down, bro. I think he went down 3 times, he being Marcus Browne, who had 2 interim titles. He had a WBC silver and he had a WBA either regular or interim, and he lost both of those. Now, the story of the weekend isn't Marcus Browne. Instead, it's the underdog, John Pascal, who obviously owed 50 Cent some money. So much money, and 50, I don't know, didn't believe Pascal, or maybe was upset with Pascal. And these are all my assumptions, but why else would Pascal and 50 say what they said? Seems like some personal information that could have been kept to themselves. So when Pascal won the fight, in his post-fight, he says, "Hey, 50, you see," and he said, I got a quick message for 50. I told you I'm a man of my word. I got the belts, so now I'm going to be able to pay your money in a matter of hours. So he owed 50 Cent some money, and I guess 50 didn't think he would get paid. John Pascal must have told him, "Don't worry, once I beat Marcus Browne, I will give you your money." Now, I've tried to play this out in my head and assume that this was some sort of bet, but again, what bet would it be that Pascal won and now has to pay 50? But on 50's verified Instagram, he confirms the debt and goes on to say, and I quote, and screen share, "At John Pascal champ won 2 titles last night. Now I feel like I won because he can give me my money back by Monday." Again, certain words we have to read into it, like "give me my money back by Monday." He could have just said, "give me my money back." By Monday seems like an ultimatum, a deadline. This just seemed a bit more serious than how we took it in. I mean, why else would John Pascal need to talk via television? Can't you just pick up the phone and call 50? And there might be guys out there that are saying, "That's you reading too much into this, man. You always read too much into it." My thing is, what the fuck did you tell us for? I didn't have to know, but I did. And they both made it public. So I'm interested. I want to know what's going on. What did Pascal borrow money for? Why does he owe money? Was it a bet? And because it was a bet, a boxing bet, maybe he felt he didn't want to pay. Maybe 50 bet on him and was like, "Man, you fucked up the church's money. You got to pay me back." And Pascal, on some friendly shit, probably was like, "I'll pay you when I pay you. I ain't tell you to bet on me." I have no clue. I'm just assuming. But on 50's IG, he definitely saying get my money back by Monday. So I wonder, would he take to TMZ and air him out, or is he going to go air him out right here on his Instagram like he normally does Floyd? But nonetheless, on the undercard of Adam Kownacki and Chris Arreola, John Pascal scores a big upset, knocking down Marcus Browne 3 times. Headlines indicate that Marcus Browne wants to activate his rematch clause immediately. So we will be seeing this again. But it's just funny, man. It's just funny that we hear these fights get announced, like Marcus Browne versus John Pascal. You know, we hear that fight get announced, and right away we're like, man, I really don't want to see that. This guy's old. Pascal, he hasn't won. And, you know, we write these guys off, and then out of nowhere, these upsets are just happening left and freaking right. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Like, Pascal, you think he would have thought he'd be activating, not activating, but getting a rematch clause activated? My man, he lucky to be activated, period. You know, getting fights in general. But, yeah, man, overall, really good scrap between him and Marcus Browne. Browne, you know, he probably could have made this fight easier if he would have stood behind a jab. And that's what Ward had, man. These guys, you know, they need to take a page out of Ward and Floyd's book, man. They broke their guys down. They made sure they put hands on their guys before going out full-blown and attacking. And Marcus got caught a lot in the exchange, man. So, obviously, that means that he's defensively flawed. You know, you're supposed to keep your hand up, especially when hooking. And, he got caught with the same punch 3 times, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe one was a right hand, but overall, 3 knockdowns from an old guy that you were supposed to beat. A fight that we were not happy about. Like, this is bad. So, yeah, maybe he comes back and he beats the crap out of Pascal. But this, I don't know, a little bad. But looks like we got Mike in the building. Let me head on out to Indiana. You know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget, you can add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. You already know. Let's go.
DiBiase Production.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it.
BoxingVoice.com.
So when I stop him, y'all gonna say he was too weak. On my mic, he stayed at 147.
A man stand up for what he believe in, and when you stand up for what you believe in, you accept whatever consequences come behind it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Yo, what's up, people out there in the TBV universe? Welcome to the Sunday Show Flag Edition. Sorry for me being late, but, you know, shit happens. Canelo got stripped by the IBF. I don't know I think that's already covered that, so I'm not going to bore you with that. I'm just give you my opinions on the PBC on Fox card, which it was a good fight between Kownacki and Arreola. A lot of punches thrown. Both guys seem to try to outwork the other, and Adam got him done. I think it was a little bit closer than what the scorecards indicated, but Adam did win. Also, Pascal. Now that's the upset. John Pascal. She was catching Marcus Browne with that right hand over the top, hooking with a hooker every time, and Browne just couldn't handle it. And me and this were arguing about what makes a good chin. And Marcus Browne just shows that he has a lot of heart getting back up, but there are some things that he needs to work on in the gym, like when throwing that hook, leaving that opposite guard up. But big ups to John Pascal, man, doing his thing. Got like a second career almost. Was a champion before he fought Biop, and now he's back being a champion. But I don't know how much credence we give to that interim belt, because he's out here showing it off like it's a real deal belt like Bevo got. So I want to see the rematch, but I think maybe more of the same if Marcus Browne does the rematch. But what's going on, this?
Shit, man, shit. I don't know if you heard any of the show at all while you were getting yourself together, but bro, the highlights of Adam Kownacki and Arreola have over 614,000 views on YouTube in a matter of hours. They dropped the video at 1:38 yesterday morning East Coast, which is, I don't know, 4 in the morning West Coast. That's a lot of views. If you compare that to what I kept bragging about and bringing up on this show with Daniel Dubois and Richard Lardy that did 1.7 in a week, either Richard Lardy or Gorman did 1.7 in a week. This shit is almost half of that in a day, less than a day. You know, around 11 o'clock it'll be not even at 3 in the morning it'll be a fucking day. So, very impressed. I did not think it could do that well on the playback, especially without any knockdowns. But obviously, people like Rock'em Sock'em All Out Affairs.
Yeah, man, it was damn entertaining fight for network TV. Those are the kind of fights that the network needs to make people more engaged in boxing, and those guys did not let down. But I did want to see some separation from Kownacki versus Arreola, but he might just be on that. I'm not gonna say. Well, I don't know, because he probably could change up, you know what I'm saying, do some things better. But his power didn't seem to translate last night. It wasn't like he was not getting Arreola down. Arreola was taking some good shots and kept on coming forward. So I think we could question Adams' power, but the output and the activity was good. Stamina probably could have been
I wonder if it has anything to do with the weight. He was 266, man. What do you think? That's the highest he's been. Even though it's only maybe 4 or 5 pounds higher than he's ever been, it's still 4 or 5 pounds more. So it kind of gives us an indication, or at least an assumption, that there might have been an issue in camp.
I mean, it could be, but like you said last night, it was only 3 pounds away from his fighting weight. But I think for Gerald Washington, so it's not like he wasn't in that ballpark already, and he was like 15, 20 pounds overweight. So I don't know if the weight has anything to do with the power, because I thought at more weight, your punches become a little bit heavier. But it just didn't seem like he had the power last night.
Yeah, I mean, but if you're fat and overweight, you ain't got the same steam or snap that you got on your punches, you know? And not only that, it seemed like he slowed down in the later half, right? Like, it seemed like that's where Arreola picked it up. I was discussing this before you got on, and I'm like, 10, 11, 12, he didn't look too good. And those are championship rounds. You don't want to give away those rounds.
Arreola definitely came on in 10, especially in 11 and 12. He really took those rounds to me. But at the end of the day, I mean, back to the drawing board. It's a good learning experience. You know what I'm saying? His first time that he was the headline at Barclays had a good turnout. So I just think that maybe he did look a little fleshy last night. I would like to see maybe 5 pounds lost, or something like that. But at the end of the day, I just don't think that Adam really has that one touch kind of KO power. We seen him go and have a real good fight with Charles Martin. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how much Charles Martin is known for his chin, but those guys really did exchange some leather, and he eked out Charles Martin in that fight.
Yo, I need to know what the ticket sales were, because normally they add it in the press release. It's not there, and I'm wondering, did this not do well, and that's why they're avoiding putting the actual ticket sales in the press release?
I don't know, like, how often that happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, how often do you get a press release that doesn't have numbers?
Never.
Well, yeah. I mean maybe
even the motherfucking Fury had the 5,000, but even though they keep acting like that 5,000 was good.
Yes, I mean, maybe they just left it out because they wasn't happy with the numbers. But I'm sure sooner or later those numbers will come out, probably like tomorrow or something like that.
StubHub here. 8-3. This was on 8-3. Let's see. Oh, this cheap tickets though. Nope, can't go there. Telling you, man. Nobody. Oh, let me see if Boxing Scene had that. So I talked about Marcus Browne. You want to move on to the next card while I keep looking for this? Not next card, but the next,
I mean, Marcus just has to get back in the gym. John Pascal, I'm telling you, man, he's just one of those old guys that got that old man fighting kind of style, like real quick activity. Then he lowers you, draws his you into him, and that's what he was doing to Marcus Browne last night. Marcus Browne fought the fight that Pascal wanted. Pascal really, in my opinion, dictated the way the fight was going to go, even though Marcus did win some of those early rounds. But Pascal just showed like shit last time to go his power, and he caught Marcus Browne flush on the chin with the palm of his glove the first time. That's pointed out. The second time when it landed was flush, and he was all around the ring, stumbling and falling. But that headbutt, I mean, we seen it with Badu Jack. You know what I'm saying? So that's something Marcus Browne's gonna have to be conscious of. He does get himself into a lot of situations to where it's a clash of heads, and that wasn't. It looked nasty over his eyes. So rematch. I mean, we'll see. Pascal is on a high right now, so I can't blame him.
I can't find anything for these fucking tickets, bro. Cannot. This is August 3rd. So, yeah.
Wale.
Yeah,
Wale Omotoso.
Go there.
Yeah, Wale Omotoso knocked down Curtis Stevens in round 1, 2, and 3 before finishing him in round 3. Curtis Stevens, man, just don't happen no more, man. It's about time for him to. I don't want to say. I mean, yeah, call it a quits, man. I'm not gonna parse words, but yeah, man, you had a good career. Losing to guys like Wale Omotoso that Ness clearly thought wasn't on your level, and got knocked out by him. So I don't know if there's any way you can compete with the top 154s or, I mean, top 160 leaders, because those guys hit even harder. But yeah, man, Curtis just looked lethargic even in round 3 when he came on strong. That's the round he got knocked out. He was leaving himself open. Shout out to Wale, man. He wasn't doing anything overly spectacular. First knockdown, I believe, came from a jab. Second knockdown came from like a little mini hook. And the third one was like a 1-2 combination, straight right, put him down. So, yeah, Curtis, man. I mean, I don't know what more to say, but Wale, he's gonna go on, and we're gonna see what Curtis is gonna do from here on out.
Man, Curtis, I don't even know what to say, because if I was a casual and didn't know that he dropped down in weight, he looked like he was fine, you know, in terms of making that weight and campaigning there. Like, he just looked fine. He didn't look drawn out. He didn't look tired. So, you know, only because I'm a boxing fan do I even consider that weight.
I don't even think it was the weight, man, because his body looked great. It wasn't like he was fleshy and like that. I just think that shit, maybe his heart not in it no more. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, hard to say that, you know, with the shape that he was able to put himself in. You know, he showed that he had the motivation, because, you know, at this age to get down to 54, that shows that your determination is there. The issue that I have is, bro, he just couldn't take a punch. I mean, I know Omotoso's always been a puncher. That, you know, it's like I told y'all on Thursday, my man killed somebody in the ring, which is what Wilder want to do, but.
Oh, really? I forgot you told us that. Yeah, damn.
Yeah, I said that. But I also said, like, it had been a while since he got a stoppage, too. You know, and when he got in there with Jesse, it was kind of like a draw. I mean, I felt he won. You know, but I can't find ticket sales, bro. This must have not did well. They playing games with these tickets. Yeah.
I just want to keep it a secret, bro. I mean, like, it seemed like they had a decent crowd last night, but I know it wasn't like 16,000, 17,000 in there.
I mean, I just wonder why. Like, the whole thing was the red and white and all that good stuff. So I'm not understanding why wouldn't they talk about it.
You know how this boxing shit is done. Shit is done close to the chest. Maybe they just want to see the viewership come out first, then release the numbers with the viewership. I mean, I can't believe. I mean, I don't want to say I can't blame them, but I know how to.
Everybody's talking about the heavyweights breaking the record for most punches thrown and comp. It's like it's like they sent out a press release with the punch stats, and everybody's writing about that. But, you know, I want to know how many people were in the arena. Why is no one writing that?
No.
Bring your own phone. Well, your own real phone. When you switch to Google Fi. A phone plan by Google.
See how they doing? Fucking Google.
Man, Google can get them two of them on YouTube and in on the ad.
They have nothing with the attendance, bro. This is crazy. It's bothering me. I've like skimmed the articles and articles, but whatever, man. Omotoso looked good. He looked good, but I don't know that he can do this again, right? Because he didn't knock out what's my man name from Connecticut? He just fought, and that's a short junior middleweight, real short. You know, he's small for the weight. You know,
from Connecticut?
Yeah. He just beat Omotoso. I'll look him up.
Cordell Booker.
Cordell Booker. He just beat Omotoso, and you know he washed Omotoso.
Yeah, he's a up and coming prospect. He really. I believe that fight was on ESPN Plus, right?
Yep.
Yeah. He's up and coming prospect, man.
Yeah. No, that was PBC, bro. It was PBC. It was I believe it was
Charlo.
Don't give me the line, man. Don't give me the line. Whatever, bro. Don't give me the line.
But yeah, man. I mean, look.
Damn, he did him in the third, bro. He got Curtis out in the third.
Bro, he got Curtis out there in the 1, 2, and 3, my nigga. It wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? It was
the biggest win of his career, bro.
Yeah, I don't want to say it was sad to see, but you can just tell in Curtis' like face, like he wasn't there mentally. Like it was just something about the way he was just. I mean, dude, Wale wasn't even like hitting with some heart. It wasn't. These shots wasn't overly hard. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, damn.
Cordell watched him, bro. 100-90 on all cards. That's what I'm telling you. This is crazy. Hey, man, that's why, telling you, man, we keep learning. You can't count the motherfucker out. This is the biggest win of his career, but it's going to have an asterisk next to it for me. I'm always going to question whether or not Curtis was who he was, or was he just fighting too far past his prime, you know, too far past into that time where you're supposed to be retired, basically. But for Omotoso, you know, this motivates him, hopefully lights that fire on him, and he keeps winning from here. Because, you know, unfortunately, since 2015, right? Look, 2014, he beat Abraham Alvarez. Then 2015, he loses to Sammy Vasquez. He comes back and beats a tune-up, Gilberto Sanchez Leon, but then he comes back and loses to Jamal James in the very next fight. So then he comes back and beats a tune-up with Freddie Hernandez, but then he comes back and loses in the very next fight versus Cordell Booker. So now he comes back and beats Curtis Stevens, so is he going to come back and lose his very next fight versus maybe Keith Thurman? Oh, no, Keith Thurman's not 54. My bad.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe you can match him with, like, Nathaniel Gallimore or somebody like that on that level. Try to get him a.
I mean, let's put him at 31 on BoxRec. So I'll throw some names at you.
Throw him up to 31.
Yeah, I'll throw some names at you to show you where he's at and amongst who. 31 puts him at Cedric Vitu, Eric Walker, who just fought
Just
Thursday.
won on UFC Fight Pass
Thursday night. Cordell Booker, who just beat Omotoso at 28. Hironubo Sunanga, 27. Ishmael Levy, 26. Then Ishmael Levy is the one that lost to Patrick Day. Patrick Day, 25.
That'd be a good fight for him.
Takashi Inoue, 24. Gary O'Sullivan, 23. Magdo.
Gary fight might be a good one, but he don't go to boys.
Damn, Brandon Rio's still up there at 21. Umberto Soto at 20. Austin Trout at 18, bruh. Yo, wow, we need some new boxers.
It might be a fight for Trout, you know what I'm saying? Give him a little tune up right quick and try to get him back in the mix. So,
yo, we need some new boxers, bruh. Listen, we need new boxers. Listen to this division. Eric Walker is like close to 40. Remember, he went to jail, all that, contender. Cordell Booker, same thing, slow start. If I click on Cordell, he's got to be over 28. Look, 28. And he a prospect. Earl, a champion going into a unification at 28. Canelo, multiple division. Like, these dudes is old, man. Patrick Day, multiple losses. He's been around for a while. Gallery Southern, been around for a while. Brandon Reels, been around for a while. Umberto Soto, for a while. Austin Trout, for a while. Patrick Teixeira, for a while. Jack Kukley, for a while. Hogan just stepped on the scene. You know, and Lubin got like 3 years on the scene. Sergio Garcia definitely just stepped on the scene. How the fuck is Liam Smith ranked above all those names I mentioned, including Lubin?
I feel a bad boy, man. Don't diss Liam Smith like that, dog.
Bruh, Liam Smith beat who exactly after his knockout loss to Canelo? Liam Williams?
Yeah, beat Liam Williams.
All right, exactly.
Let me look at the resume, because he beat somebody else, I believe. And he gave fucking
Dog, you don't get no more victories for looking good versus Munguia, dog. All he beat is Liam Williams twice.
He looked excellent against Munguia.
He beat Liam Williams twice, and Sam Egerton looks like to me a bunch of domestic level bullshit waiting for a fight, just like his boys, Kell Brook.
Trying to get a big fight, man. Only person he lost to was Munguia and Canelo. Like shit, those not bad losses and shit.
They not bad losses because they not good wins, nigga. Who's his biggest win? John Thompson? Stop it.
Go with Liam Smith, bro. I mean, John. I mean, look, brother. Like, you can be mad that Liam's ranked above all them niggas, but Liam's not a bad fighter at all.
But we ain't talking about bad
at all. And he's top, in my opinion, he's top 20, top 15.
I'm not saying he's bad at all. I'm saying that it's unfair for him to be ranked where he's at.
I don't think so.
I mean, he's done nothing. His biggest win is John Thompson. Like,
that's your opinion.
Okay, so give me your opinion.
I just gave you. I said I think his biggest win is Liam Smith. Liam Smith just came back with a big victory.
Williams.
Liam Smith just came back with a big victory over a guy that. You
mean Liam Williams?
That's why I said Liam Williams is coming off a big victory over a guy that David Lemieux couldn't even stop, and Liam Smith stopped him. So I think Liam Smith is a good victory on his resume, yes.
That's my issue right there. You know, you use that phrase a lot. Like, he's coming off a victory of a guy, and it's like, yo, who's the guy? Oh, I don't know, but it was a good fight. And it's like...
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the guy's name. I just know that he is a coming opponent with David Lemieux. You know what I'm saying? And David Lemieux couldn't stop him, and we all consider David Lemieux a big-time puncher who stopped Curtis Stevens. That's all that I'm saying. And you rated Curtis Stevenson pretty high before this fight.
Yeah, man. And who's that guy? Because, again, I don't see him on the resume. Because I just see that he had a 2-37. So that means 2 wins, 37 losses, 1 draw. That was his fight after Canelo. Then he had a 16-0 with 1 draw fighter.
I'm talking about Liam Williams again. He fought Kareem Akawa or something like that, who fought, again, David Lemieux, who took David Lemieux to the distance, but this guy was able to stop him in like the first round or second round. So I think that makes Liam Smith's victory over him look a little bit better.
So Williams knocks out a dude ranked almost 40 positions below him, and he's better than...
This is after the loss. This is not like before the loss. But where was he ranked before the loss?
Well, he hasn't fought since the loss, so he didn't drop that much.
Let me see what career match.
But I can actually tell you, because I'm sure BoxRec tells us the points that he lost. He's 53. He actually moved up 1 point for not doing anything, for still losing. But whatever, I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole, man. I mean, you know, everybody has their own way of assessing shit. I actually seen that Liam Williams fight. I remember we had parlays on it, and I won money on, I think, Liam Williams winning a decision. Let me double check that. But, yeah, he's domestic level, you know. I think he was a Frank Warren fighter, and, you know, they did some in-house shit with him and Smith, or a matchroom fighter, and they did some in-house shit with him and Smith. They built it up, domestic rivalry, but that was about it, man. I didn't see anything out of this world. But I did make money on Liam. Maybe that Melender fight. I'm not sure. Maybe.
Yeah, I think it was the Melinda fight.
Nah, that ain't it. Cause that was a knockout too.
Oh well, no, definitely one. Because that's a fight where the lines were still open, like around 8, and it was like plus 6,000 for the knockout.
That might be it because remember, I don't know, whatever.
He got knockout, but yeah, man, look here.
Oh no, you know what? It was that Heffron fight. Mark, let me click on Mark. Yup, it was Mark. Mark was
Mark was the one that was plus 6,000 at like around 8. Melbourne wasn't. Melbourne.
It ain't Mark. It ain't Mark. It was another dude. More ripped up. Let me see this Melinda dude. Yeah, I remember the dude. No, it ain't Melinda. What the fuck?
Yeah, but I do like Liam Smith, not Liam Williams. Just to be clear, I do think Liam Smith is a top 20, top 15 light middleweight in the world. So, yeah.
I mean, I just don't think that he belongs there. Like if you compare Erickson Lubin, right, who has a loss, to Jamal Charlo, so you can kind of chalk that up with Liam's loss to Canelo. Not the same level, but elite level names where they failed. But then Lubin has the secondary win of a former world champion Ishe Smith plus stopped him, something nobody ever done. Liam, his secondary win is Liam Williams. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not enough, but I rest my case, you know what I mean? That's simple for me. That's why promoters give you former world champions. Like that's why Canelo fought Mosley, Matthew Hatton, people like that to get that experience with elite level names. Just like yesterday, we'll be going on to that DAZN card later, but Fowler got in there with a former title challenger probably. I don't think that Rhodes was a champion. Definitely domestic level champ. But not a world champ. But anyway, shout out to Omotoso, gets the stoppage, makes me, I can't say a believer because, we interviewed Omotoso on here really early. That's how we know so much information. He gave us that whole killing story right here on the show and, his travels too. You know how he had to get here. So, but he...
Crow for Marcus Browne.
Oh, man, yeah, Brown, bro. That was so unexpected. So unexpected.
Dude, your boy got sparked.
Who's my boy?
Your boy got sparked in the first round. Guess a nigga we ain't never heard of.
Who's my boy?
Carlos Negron.
Yes. yes, I heard that, man. I just got sent footage of it, too.
I haven't seen it yet. What is it on the PBC?
It's in the pre-pro. Somebody I'm not really sure, but Brian Howard, this dude was a tune-up. Like Carlos Negron was so big a favorite, and again, this just goes to show. So how good was Brazil? And again, I say I love my champion trolling Brazil, taking to his social media and saying. Serious question. Is Brazil even alive? Because is he? Like, this is who he beat. And look, who he beat got beat by a tune-up. The title on Boxing Scene is called Unknown Howard. They took off your first name. Howard needs to be feel disrespected. Don't call me Unknown Gibbs. Fuck out of here, man. Smack the shit out of somebody. You better find the name of that writer and smack the shit out of him. Fucking me Unknown Howard. You just did what John Pascal did. So why they stealing your cachet? Brian Howard upsets the freak out of Carlos Negron. Negron, man, I don't even know anymore, bro. Like, he came in with so much hype, He came in. What happened?
I was so close to putting some money on Howard. I was like, man, should I just do this shit for the hell of it? Nah, man, Negron is a tune-up dude. A whole foot shorter than I ain't gonna waste no money. I was so close. So close throwing like $1 on Howard just for the hell of it.
This is what I'm saying about boxing, man. You think you know something and then you really don't. I went down to Miami and I met Negron in person and I'm seeing that he's trained by Salcido, same trainer as Luis Ortiz. I'm seeing that he's sparring with Luis Ortiz. I'm like, man, this guy gotta be soaking it up. He's in Miami. He gotta be able to lose weight. This dude's a fucking... Like, what is he doing? And you know what? I can't even I'm not going to get too mad because he did do good versus Brazil. I didn't get to see this fight, so I don't know what happened. Maybe he just got caught cold in the first round. But damn, bro, this ain't a good look for Brazil because that's his resume.
Is this the same guy that had to be told to go hit the bag when you were down there?
This is definitely him.
Yeah. Damn it, man. Damn it. But yeah, man, look here, man. He got caught, you know what I'm saying? Brad Howard, you know what I'm saying? Got a good win under his belt, so let's see who Brian Howard fights next. And if they got an option on Brian Howard, you know what I'm saying?
They ain't got no option on that, dude. He a journeyman, man.
It might be a fight for Essie or something down the line.
Losses.
That's Carlos, boy. Oh, my God. It was shocking when I came across it. That, like, and he lost?
Bro, this ain't even a fight. Somebody in the stands like 1,000 feet away recording this shit. The Carlos Negron fight.
I know. I like, man. I'll watch it later. But yeah,
bro, and Brian Howard looked like a middleweight versus Carlos Negron. This is ridiculous, man. Poor Negron, bro.
What you mean, poor Negron? He should have got the nigga up out of there.
Cause, like, how are you that bad? Like, this dude is stupid short right now. Oh my God. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, yo, Howard literally has to jump to punch. Man, I'm done watching this shit. I'll watch it after the fight because this is crazy. I mean, after the show.
Whoa. You say he jumping?
He jumped to land the right hand.
Oh my God. All right, we're gonna move on to this ESPN Plus card, man. Michael Cullen stops Diego Alberto Ruiz with a body shot.
Boxing on ESPN, I'm telling you.
So what now?
That was some shit boxing on ESPN.
Oh my God, bro! Like, bro,
shit boxing, bro.
When Luis Arias lost, I was done.
But even before Aries, I had to fast forward. It was some dude. It was like two talentless motherfuckers. The only thing one dude had going for him was like, if you looked at the TV real fast, he almost looked like Canelo.
Oh no, I don't
you
know
ain't see the redhead? It was a muscular redhead in there.
No, I ain't see him, bro.
But he kept his left hand down, bruh. He might as well have been scooping water. Like, he worked by the river, son. He wading in the water. Bruh, that left hand was low.
Well, that car was so bad, bro. And then Aries just didn't make it no better, bro.
Nah. You watched that fight?
Aries and Keeler?
Hold on a minute. Did you watch that fight or did you fall for the okie doke like everybody else?
What?
He ain't watch it, y'all. Did you watch Keeler and Aries?
Yeah. Okay. I watched it up to round number 8 or 9. Then I'm like, bro.
Oh, even better. So
he ain't doing shit.
Who ain't doing shit?
Aries.
Wow, man, this is another film study. The thing is with Mike, we'll be doing film studies for everything because I don't know what he's talking about. This like the caller that called in yesterday and said that Adam and Chris Arreola didn't punch to the body. Like, bruh, Aries was a dog in that fight. I don't know because I ain't finished watching after 9 either. But up until 9, that shit was dumb competitive. And he was landing big right hands on Keeler. And
Keeler was in here on the motherfucking back boxing Harry's head off.
I don't think so,
Harry's come in with that little high guard, little shit trying to get in. Cool. Nope. Turn your right quick. Wop. On the rope. Bam. Move around. Then he knocked him down with a jab. Bro, come on, man. Aries did not look competitive.
Yo, first of all, that was all backwards.
I was expecting.
That was super misleading, you know. Oh, he comes in doing all. Then he knocked him out with a jab. No. The knockdown came in the first round, and that was the only knockdown. That was the only knockdown. And after that, Aries had a sense of urgency ever since that knockdown. He put Keeler on the back foot from the minute he got the knockdown, which Keeler was on the front foot then. He calls the knockdown for being on the front foot. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to call him Liam and shit. Aries gets up, and he goes on the attack. I ain't gonna lie to you. His accuracy wasn't the best.
Okay, I'm finna say, nigga, he was attacking, but he wasn't hitting shit.
And like I just said, I ain't gonna lie to you, his accuracy wasn't the best. But Keeler wasn't fucking landing, and he was getting hit, and he was throwing mad illegal shots. Finally got a point deducted, so that makes the knockdown null and void.
And then Aries got a point deducted too.
What round?
I think 8. He was doing. I think the ref gave him for excessive holding.
I ain't see that.
Yeah.
I got to round 9. Maybe I was obviously scheduling
he definitely got his point back.
The show, but I think it was more competitive than what you making it out to be. Like I talked to Mitty too. I think he said like first 3 he gave. What's that kid's name? Keeler, and then maybe the next 3. I know he said that he felt like Aries had some spots in the beginning and some spots in the end. I feel like he was pushing the pace. I feel like he was the one pushing the pace. I feel like that's why Keeler was resulting to, punching behind the head. After Del Santos told Aries to use the double jab, the right hand was landing all night. Shit was loopy.
That was round 4 or 5, I believe. He definitely had a good round.
But he had a good round. He had a good round with the right hand before he got to the corner. Then he got to the corner, and the trainer told him like, "Bruh, you got a double jab." He came out double jabbing, big right hand.
That round, he was fucking him up that round.
Killing him.
After that round, it just like he went back to the old area. Like, he wasn't doing it no more. I don't know, man. I just think he wasn't.
Keeler, oh my God, yo, this is just sad for Aries.
I thought Keeler won, you know what I'm saying, like decisively. I didn't think it was that close.
This is just sad for Aries because Keeler, we didn't know him. We looked at him and, we figured nothing here. You said, damn, he had 2 fights with Conrad Cunnings. Oh, this dude getting knocked out.
No. I said, oh, he lost to Tom Duran, a nigga that Chris Eubank Jr. styled on, like played with in his fight, like played with like a kid, like a play with. So I just thought if he lost,
he got knocked out by Duran in 2.
Yeah, I thought he lost to Tom Duran. Then Aries, you know what I'm saying, somebody that I've been hearing good shit about, you know what I'm saying. Before Jacobs, he's a kid that's always in the gym, got a good name.
Bruh, spars with the Charlos.
Yeah. So I thought he'll go over there, you know what I'm saying, handle that man real easy, like.
Yo, and again, this is like the Curtis Stevens fight, right? Like, am I too big-hearted?
This nigga Bo hit me up. He said, man, this nigga Keeler got an alternator spray.
Yo, am I too big-hearted, like, for feeling bad for Luis Arias, like, for making excuses? Like, in my head, I'm already saying, man, maybe he ain't get acclimated, man. It's Ireland or wherever the fuck it's Belfast, He probably ain't because he ain't make it yet. Let's just be real. He ain't make it yet.
He wasn't acclimated by the knockdown. Knockdown woke his ass up.
Hear me out. If Andy Ruiz didn't make it till he fought AJ, and he had the big contract from Top Rank when he started, and he had the big trainer with Freddy Roach, and he claims to have not made it till the AJ win, then Aries didn't make it. Keeping that in mind, that's what I'm saying. Like, when did he get there? Did he only give himself Monday of fight week? When did he get to Belfast?
But he done had chances though, bro. He fought Danny Jacobs, which was a fight. Then Eddie Hearn gave him a fight against Gabriel
Rosado.
Rosado served him up. Like, that was a win that he could have built off of, but he got a draw, so you got to take this fight. Like, maybe this is the only thing that was out there for you. I don't know how it came about.
You know what I was paying attention to? They didn't mention his promoter, Rock Nation. They mentioned Bob Arum and Top Rank. So I don't know what, like, maybe he got out that contract, hopefully. But, now he's coming off of Daniel Jacobs' unanimous decision loss. He's coming off of a Gabe Rosado split decision draw. And now this points decision loss to Luke Keeler, which is the most damaging. Like, Daniel Jacobs and...
You can't have Jacobs and Keeler as your losses. Jacobs looks great. Keeler, like, who is that guy?
Jacobs and Rosado, they're known throughout the boxing community, and it will probably be hard to forget them. But Keeler, I hope he goes on to do something great so that,
I think Keeler going to tell his grandkids about this goddamn victory.
I hope something happens so that, Aries, it's just difficult, man.
Named Cuba, and I dictated his ass. That's what he going to tell the grandkid.
We got some super chats. We got the Island 834. LDBC taking over. H Money loves the LDBC.
Aww.
Alexander says, Keith Idek on Twitter said the attendance was 8,790 in the Barclays Center last night on his Twitter. Also, Brown has exercised his rematch clause.
That's not bad. Almost 9,000. I can work with that for Adam, first time fight. You know what I'm saying? If he would have got a knockout, I believe they could grow for the next fight. So 8,000, not bad, not bad.
Kelly says, yo, Ness, whatever happened to Georgie Porgy? What happened was ever since we invited
y'all
him.
made him mad one day.
Huh?
Y'all made him mad one day. I remember watching.
Well, no, I mean he became suspect after he was invited to an appreciation night and couldn't come. He started talking about we had to fly him and his wife out. We was flying him out. We was already doing him a favor, flying him out. He like, you gotta bring me and my wife. He got the ski mask on.
That nigga's nah. I ain't talking about that, Rob.
Nah. Me and Georgie always go at it. It could have been after I cut his ponytail. He lost a bet to me. You know that, right? And he had to cut his ponytail. He was one of those. Shit. He was one of those 50-year-olds with ponytails and shit.
Ice-T in his motherfucking shit.
Yeah, Ice-T, exactly.
Oh, shit.
But he be in the chat, man, Kelly. He be in the chat. We got another super chat from Mr. PBC. Canelo to PBC, just like Manny and Pac, Mr. PBC. You know what he's talking about is the fact, because you weren't on for the whole Canelo talk. You know that the rumors Canelo's mad. Now we see Ryan Garcia's mad. Everybody's talking about they're not being promoted right. They don't know shit that's happening with the promotion. So you see on Ryan Garcia's comment, and everybody's like, yo, call Al, see what's up. So the same narrative is now for Canelo. I don't think that's going to happen, but it'll be interesting to report on, I tell you.
Yeah, man. Seemed like Golden Boy dropped the ball in Canelo's eyes, made him mad, made him upset, and he apologized to his fans and condemned them on social media. So that tells me that he wasn't happy when he doing it publicly like he is. So,
or it's all part of the plan. And every good team, got a fall guy. You got to have a guy that's willing to take one for the team.
But Oscar came out and backed the fall guy.
What?
Oscar came out and backed the fall guy. Like the guy Canelo was blaming, Oscar said, "Nah, bro, he did everything right."
Yo, but that's what Oscar's supposed to. That's what I'm saying. As a team, we stick together, right? Our job is that Canelo's public perception doesn't look bad. So Canelo comes out and he's fucking mad. He's furious at Eric Gomez. Eric Gomez gotta sit on that nail. That's on you. You gotta take it. But then you got your guy, the Golden Boy, the Hall of Famer, the darling, to come out and say, no, my CEO was doing everything right. He did everything that he was told to do. Everybody's shifting blame so that Canelo doesn't get blamed. Because ultimately, people could be out here calling Canelo a duck and all that other shit, but they not, right? They mad. They're furious with the IBF. It's their fault. They want to ruin undisputedness. It's their fault. Canelo was trying to make that fight with Andre. It's their fault. It's their fault. Why is the IBF acting this way? It's their fault. So,
The way Ludabella came out and said, hey, man, y'all had plenty of time. Y'all had a couple exemptions. Y'all had a couple, what's the thing called when you run over, like, extensions and shit like that. So, Lou pretty much put it on Golden Boy, too. Like, shit, y'all had a chance to make the fight, and y'all didn't want to give us the money that we felt like we deserved.
Mr. PBC back with another super chat. Said, crawl for the PBC. Let's go.
We ain't mad. We want all the smoke. 2020, man. 2021. This year and all the next year, he'd be out of his contract. Michael Conlan. Did you watch the fight?
I did, man. He got the stoppage, but it was a lame-ass fight, bro.
Yeah, I heard it was a...
the announcers were begging for him to get the stoppage. It was like, he's got to get the stoppage, right?
Yeah, man. I figured he would, you know what I'm saying? Just by...
He's long as fuck, though, that dude.
Yeah, but he don't really got no power, though, so... We'll see how they move him, but they gonna keep him away from Shakur until it's a title fight.
I don't know. He's so big. Is he going to be able to even get that Shakur fight? And if he does, he'll probably get it like at Shakur's first defense, or not first defense, but second defense, right? Like get that voluntary, then get the fight with Conlan, so that it's okay if Conlan loses because he lost in the title shot. But he losing. He's not there, bro.
Yeah, he's not that dude. Marcus Maidana back in the news.
Yes, he is.
He said he's willing to come out of retirement for Manny Pacquiao. That's a fight, bro. I was thinking about like, damn, can he make the weight though?
But he's been out for so long. Like
he's talking about coming back at 154, 160, right?
I don't know what he's talking about, but what I'm saying is there's no way that we should be able to consider him on an elite level his first fight back. So if he's like, yo, I'm fighting I'll come back, but only to fight Pacquiao, then we gotta immediately just be like, bruh, you talking nonsense. There's no way we giving you Pacquiao off one. You need like 2 tune-ups. You gotta go beat Josecito Lopez again, and you can't even do that because he with Robert. You gotta beat like 2 of those dudes. You gotta beat that. Like, let's give you the Victor Ortiz rematch. Let's do that for nostalgia's sake. We can even maybe throw Berto at you off the injury to keep you, winning. And then Manny.
We'll throw Browne at your ass.
Yeah, I mean, that's always there too. But Browne might beat him at this stage, like on the comeback. What I'm trying to do is give him tune-ups to get him back ready. I don't want him going straight into Manny. So, whatever I just said, Berto and whoever I said, maybe after we see those two, then we could think about Browne before Manny. But that's a 4-fight plan. He talking about one. We ain't doing ones with you, bro. You overweight than a motherfucker. Like, how you just think? I don't even know why he think he a boss anyway. He's still thinking like he running shit. Like, bro, you haven't had a fight in almost 5 years. You about to get inducted in a bit. Yo, a fighter only got to be inactive 5 years. He about to get inducted. Like, come on, bro. He bugging.
Yeah, but I think it was a good little shake-up for Manny. Maybe a name that we wasn't anticipating to. So, I mean, Maidana come back.
It'll do big business. It'll do big business because casual fans remember Maidana.
That's what I'm saying, man. And Maidana is banking on it doing big business.
But the problem is you always need the hardcore fans, especially now. Maybe in the past when we didn't have a voice, but now with the internet, you need us to back it. And if we out here saying that Maidana didn't get a tune, like, there's no way. There's no way. Like, you gotta have somebody. Like, look, Browne had on the hood, on God in him, the hood on the hood, and the hood got behind him. Thurman tricked enough people with the way he was talking. What the fuck could Maidana say? Oh yeah, nothing, because he don't speak English. So how are we gonna believe it? Like, I don't know. I'm not letting nobody fall for that shit. Ain't no way Maidana coming from Argentina to go fight Pacquiao. Not on my watch.
I do my best, but my best wasn't good enough.
No, sir, man. No, sir.
I want to see if he comes back. If he comes back, how dedicated he's gonna be. Will he quit like he did last time, halfway through his training?
Wait. I'm glad you brought that up because I was saying to myself, I can't wait to talk about this shit. You said it the other day. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, motherfucker, I'm gonna hit you over the head. And Al ain't getting fooled twice. You know Al gave him some motherfucking money. How he get from Argentina to America? Al probably flew his ass over here. How he get in the camp with motherfucking Alex Ariza? Al probably paid that shit for him, gave you camp money and everything. Yo, promoters, not saying Al's a promoter, but promoters always give not always, but if you a star, you get camp money. It's like a rapper, man. You go make that CD. Here's your advance. So, like, how do we even know Al fucking with this motherfucker? I can't even trust you. You told me you was coming back last month, motherfucker. Think I'm going to be sending you private jets every month? Get your ass out of here. I just wanted to say that. It was a little thought ran through my head.
Yeah, that's the point. Well, motherfucker do good business like Maidana could do. You might take that couple $1,000 risk to fly his ass out of here, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you're dealing with Al Hammond, big money, a $1,000 flight ain't too much for you. But number 4, Billy Joe Saunders leaves Frank Warren. My question was, where should he sign? Because, you know what I'm saying? It was a rumor out there.
Let's say, first of all, that they parted.
You parted
amicably. And, they were good with each other. And it's strange, right? Because Billy Joe, Kid Galahad, Tyson Fury, they all a tight clique. But Billy Joe, kind of following the footsteps of Tyson Fury, but kind of not, because Fury's still with Frank, and he's separating Frank. So just throwing that out there. Again, kind of strange that the rumors are the offer's coming from Dazn and not ESPN, with the whole Frank Warren MTK Global thing. But I think he got rid of Warren because he got MTK Global, and MTK Global is the one that got the deal for Fury. They out here bragging about that. So they trying to do their own Al Heyman things. Like, yo, you don't need a promoter. You just need MTK Global.
Yeah, management company. Exactly. Yeah, man. I think Billy Joe Saunders should take that. I mean, when you're looking at the landscape and you Billy Joe Saunders, like, where can I go and get the big fights at? You already got past history with Demetrius Andrade that you guys should have fought. So there's a big fight for you right there. You got the Golovkin fight that, I mean, it seems like whatever Dazn says, their fighters got to pretty much do. So there's a big fight for you right there. Then you got the ultimate fight with Canelo. So it's only one place that you should consider going. I know PBC could possibly be in the runners with Jamal Charlo, but is that a big enough fight for you to get your money? I don't know. But I do know that Canelo, Triple G, Demetrius Andrade, even go up to 168 and fight Calvin Smith, who was on the Matchroom roster, is a good idea. So there's a host of big fights for you over there on the Matchroom, the zone side. So I can't anticipate him going and signing with the zone. It should be a no-brainer.
I mean, it should be. Maybe that's why he had to get rid of Frank, because Eddie and Frank don't fuck around. You know, he needed to get on that DAZN side, and hopefully he could get that weight off, because all those fights are lower now. Maybe he could wait those guys out. Like Canelo's eventually gonna move up, just like Triple G, you know, and so on and so forth. Maybe he'll wait them out up there. But now that he's not with Frank, I want to see how that matchmaking's gonna play out, because this dude has had phenomenal matchmaking throughout his
absolutely.
career.
Only two people that he really fought is Chris Eubank Jr. and David Lemieux. Off the top of my Andy Lee number 3. Off the top of my head.
That's good though. That's good.
Yeah,
Three names, and none of those names you could really put an asterisk. Maybe Lemieux we got to see, because Lemieux loves having some Canadian tune-up, so we would have to see when did Billy Joe get Lemieux.
Yeah, I never really rated Lemieux that high, man. I know people perceive him as a big knockout puncher, but he's just so flat-footed and lethargic. I thought if you're a good boxer, you'll box the shit out of Lemieux.
Yo, look at this dude. He says you have to sign with a promoter in the UK. It's the rules. Strange.
Really?
Yeah. Call me a fool for saying otherwise. MTK Glow is a management company. Mr. PBC back again, spending that PBC money. Okay, big time.
With a promoter though.
Y'all mad Billy Joe don't like Eddie, just like Tyson. Okay.
I mean, Billy Joe and Eddie had like a nice little conversation a while back where they sat down and he really got it on camera.
I mean, listen, he was willing to fuck with Eddie because that money was coming through.
And Eddie made it.
He said
Eddie
that the
let it be
zone
known.
offer was life changing. You know, remember I went to Boston for that.
Yeah, he's like, I can't pay Demetrius Andrade what Billy Joe Saunders was getting paid from Frank Warren. Demetrius and Danny would be mad at me. You know what I'm saying? So. He right there, he just threw a little shout out to like Billy, like, hey, the real money over here, man. You can bullshit all you want to, but come over here with us, you know what I'm saying? You're going to get your money, but you're going to be into some tough fights too. And if Eddie and Matchroom in the zone is able to sign Billy Joe, just another big name on the roster, bro. Like, you got to give some props to what they've been able to do this year. You know what I'm saying? And then it's rumors of them maybe signing Mikey Garcia too. Eddie's saying that it's inevitable that Mikey and him will like work together. If not this next fight, the fight after. So this is like
he just stunting, bro.
I mean,
I seen an interview with Eddie Hearn where he said, "Bro, we've been talking for so long, ain't nothing coming from that Mikey shit." You ain't see that one?
No, I ain't see that one.
Yeah, he just paraphrased like that. He's like, "Man, we've been talking back and forth for so long. He don't think nothing coming from it, but I could be wrong." Mills Lane says number 5 White knocked off the WBA rankings. Laugh out loud. Yeah, now we talked about that when we did the Otto Wallin show with my good friend Dimitri Salita, you know, who let us know that Otto Wallin was number 4 somehow. Like, and that's the crazy shit with these rankings, bro. Like,
nigga just pop up at them.
Nah, they just call each other. It's like, yo, look, you see Dillian White in some bullshit. Look, they about to offer me this Tyson Fury fight. Can we get, I'm gonna cut you a check.
Make it look good for us, man. Put us number 4 in the ranking, man. Come on.
Crazy.
We'll fight for a WBA Super Galaxy belt or some shit. I don't fucking know.
Bruh, the fact that your boy Keeler was already an international WBO champ.
My nigga had the belt over there. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
He's an international WBO champ at 60, bro.
They strapped him up at the end.
Strap
like
me up.
Oh, my God, man. There's so many belts out here, bro. They got area champions, Southern champions.
Yo, Luke Keeler is ranked number 5 in the WBO with that motherfucking international.
At 160?
At 160. He about to get the shot.
He about to get near Triple G for fight him next.
He about to get a shot, especially after he beat Aries. Triple G about to jump all on that shit.
Yeah, he beat the guy that beat that Jacobs beat.
Yo, who the fuck is Steven Butler? I'm telling you, it's so crazy how these rankings go, man. These WBO dudes need to get shot.
Yeah, everybody needs to get shot, bro. Like, these rankings are horrible.
Nah, you right, man. They are. That's why they need to do one. That's
a universal ranking.
Yeah, because if you let's say it was one belt. Let's say it was
ain't got no horse in the race. I don't believe it. They just rank people how they feel like.
Nah, they rank off points though, so they rank off the popularity of the fight, how big the fight is. That's why certain fighters still rank high because they fights mean more. Like Kell Brook still rank high, I bet, and that's because he got points. But if we use BoxRec and just had one belt, it would be easier because they at least are very, you know what I mean? They like
transparent in what they're doing.
They very, close, man. They very close, man. I never heard of this dude, Steven Butler. That is crazy.
The middleweight scene getting a little hot.
A little hot. How is getting hot from a dude we never heard of?
No, I'm saying about Billy Joe.
Canadian. Oh man.
If Joe splashes himself into the zone thing.
He got
some good fights over there on the zone.
He got a draw and he got a loss. My man fought Carson Jones in 2018. You a champ. Carson Jones out here fighting at 160 now. I hear you.
He fought Carson Jones in 2018.
Oh shit, he fought Leonardo Tina at 54. They just giving him everybody moving on up. Oh my God, this nigga fought Jamie Herrera. Oh. This dude is made up, bro. They got him a bunch of. Oh look, he fought Brandon Cook. Ain't that your boy Brandon Cook from the UK?
Brandon Cook.
Oh no, this ain't him. This dude's Canadian. Oh no, it is him. This the one that Jaime beat up. I knew it.
Brandon Cook.
Yeah, the one Jaime beat up, and he got another loss by Islam. That dude Islam Kanslat, that Ukrainian and Kazakhstanian. He coming on up.
Liam Williams also beat Jason Wellborn, a common opponent with Jared Swift Hurd.
You said Jason Bourne. What movie?
Jason. Notes, man, real quick. Tyson Fury faces Otto Wallin September 14th. We had a show on it the other day, so if you guys want to go and get our reactions from it, you can. Deontay Wilder had a reaction on it like, really? I'm saying he was just flabbergasted that this fight was taking place, and I don't know, man.
I don't know why he flabbergasted. He need to do the same shit. Go fight motherfucking Otto Wallin too.
Dude can't fight, man. People will kill Deontay for fighting these guys.
So what? Ain't nobody killing Fury.
I guess.
Ain't nobody killing Fury. And that's the thing. He gonna go few rounds, laugh, joke. Put his head on the side, stick his tongue out. I don't need to watch that. Wilder gonna go in there and knock you out in one. It's better. Wilder can have 10 Otto Wallins this year. Just do that. You can knock those dudes out twice. You can do 2 knockouts a week. All right, that's pushing it.
Hey, Allen, hey man, I want to knock out a month.
2 knockouts a month. Every 2 week training.
Give one. You give one like you do like a little series like Wilder knocks out this guy in Australia. Wilder goes to Russia, knocks out this guy. Wilder goes to fucking New Zealand, knocks out this guy. You know what I'm saying? China, Japan. Do a little war too with Wilder.
For real.
Anthony Fowler.
Showtime already got the Jermaine Franklin deal. You know what I mean? So you can start with Ortiz. He's old. Bring back Arreola. Just like all one-rounders. He could do it like on Valentine's and shit. Talking about knockouts for love or some shit. Get a campaign going. Christmas knockouts. Do 25 knockouts in the month of December till you get to Christmas. Boxing gift from me to you. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga said 25 knockouts in the month of December.
Yeah.
Be a busy nigga. You got the November Thanksgiving knockouts. You know what I'm saying? We get thanks for the knockouts on November 25th. Shit like that. Man, look here, man. They got to do something. I think we can't get mad at Wilder fighter or Ortiz like anymore. Like when we see Fury, like 4 out of the last 5 opponents have not been ranked in the top 25 on BoxRec. I'm just saying.
They rank top 5 on a sanctioning body.
Yeah, sanctioning bodies, you know what I'm saying? But that's like 40 slots.
Listen, after Wilder fought certain people, everybody went and fought them. And it happens like that. When AJ fights somebody, people reuse them, you know? Wilder need to do that. Go fight Tom Schwartz. Give him a shot and make the comparisons. Like, damn, he fighting Tom Schwartz. Now he got to do it better than Fury.
Yo, kill that man.
Let him. I don't understand why we making Wilder, not making, because he the one want to fight fucking Luis Ortiz.
Mm-hmm.
But why? Don't get hurt before the big fight, champ. Do the same shit he doing. He ain't trying to get hurt before the big fight. He fighting
Wilder,
cream puffs.
Wilder, Stavern 3 or something like that for the big fight.
Yeah, give me Stavern again. Fuck that. Joe Joyce ain't finishing right. Let me show you how it's done.
Joe ain't do what he need to do.
Bruh.
For you, coach.
Matter of fact, Derek Chisora.
Ooh.
Derek Chisora.
Oh, yeah, he gonna come forward.
Get Derek Chisora in here, champ. You don't need no Luis Ortiz. You don't need that.
Matter of fact, nigga, we'll take David Hay out for 2 years.
You know who Luis Ortiz get?
Right.
You know who Luis Ortiz get? For talking slick. Brazil. Oh, you back, motherfucker? You ready to box? Sign up for Brazil. Sign up for Luis Ortiz then. You talk too much shit. You don't get no tune-ups. No more Negrons for you. You fighting Luis Ortiz.
Well, Brazil ain't even heard from him, bro. Hope everything going good with him, man.
Man, you know he on an island chilling somewhere.
I know, but bro, his wife got to be on his ass
right now.
And his wife got to be on his ass though.
Nah,
all that shit he was talking, baby. I'm gonna do this for you. He disrespected you, baby.
He bought
I got
her purse, matching shoes and belt. He good.
All right. Wait till that.
He spent some of that Deontay Wilder winning money on her, bro.
Come up, nigga. You couldn't even beat Deontay. I know how they get. You couldn't even beat Deontay.
Yo, you terrible, bro.
Well, let's go to these notes, man.
No, because now you made me think. Could you imagine the conversations he had on the foot of the bed of his kids?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
And they like, Daddy, I don't want you to fight. And like, nah, I got him, son. That's crazy.
Don't even call him by his name, just call him son. Boy, you terrible, bro. You want never get a goddamn Alberto interview now, boy. That's over for that shit.
I'm just saying because I know how it is with my own son, bro. I'll be devastated. You know what I'm saying? I go out here talking about, I'm about to get this motherfucking Floyd Mayweather interview, Jay. He like, Dad, what happened, man? I seen it squirted water on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, how you tell your son that, right? So I know what Brazil going through.
Nigga, this podcast ain't no good. Oh, shit. Anthony Fowler get a decision over Brian Rose. There was a competitive fight, more competitive than I thought. I thought Fowler would get the stoppage. I was wrong, so blame me if you put Fowler by stoppage in your parlay.
Told your ass.
Yeah, but I didn't believe in Brian Rose, man.
All right, but my arguing probably helped people pick by decision. They probably still pick Fowler, but they probably pick by decision.
You did nigga by decision this week, boy. Pascal by decision.
Everybody got a
Kownacki by decision.
No, Pascal got a TKO.
No, he got a TDD.
Yeah, but that don't count as
a decision.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If you got Pascal by decision, then your shit would have been green.
Damn. But I guess. I mean, I just would have never picked Pascal by decision unless I'm hedging. Because it's like, that nigga can't win rounds. You see what he did. He only win the round that he knocked you down in. Yeah. And then you had one more by decision that was plus money. It was a big plus money, too. I forgot. Fuck it. Yeah, man. Freddy Roach is upset with Buboy over his comments. Buboy said that Freddy Roach would have no say-so or has no say-so in when or how Manny Pacquiao retires. And for Freddy Roach was kind of upset. He felt like he'd been in Manny's corner for a long time, so he should have maybe a little input. But that whole little love triangle, like Freddie don't get it. Yeah, no. He don't get it.
my
It's
boy.
like, bruh, you are his trainer.
This my homie. You know what I'm saying?
And yes, we got a friendship, and I love you. We've become friends. But me and Buboy, boys from the block, like we was stealing rats together and shit. We was betting money on our pet rat, and you know they be fighting rats and shit out there. You know, like come on, he bugging. He trying to get bigger than Buboy. Like you already bigger than him in terms of popularity. But in the eyes of Pacquiao, like that's like Mike, nigga. We work together every day. That don't make you bigger than my best friend who
do me, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, bro, no way, nigga, do me ain't doing it, bro. Just put them to the side. Nigga, I should be. I'm your new best friend. How about that?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That ain't how it works, bro.
You could become a best friend too. Like he could totally become Pacquiao's best friend. You know what I mean?
Not by going against Booba like this, Freddy Roach. I mean,
is it Freddy or is it Buboy though? Because Freddy, I read the article. Freddy feels hurt by this. Like he's like, yo, I don't know why he would say this publicly. You know what I'm saying? So like he's tight.
That's the question though. I mean, I don't know if it just came from him like without being asked the question. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Manny Pacquiao wasn't retired, like when is Manny going to retire? Do you think Freddy Roach will have any say so in the retirement? Something like that. I don't see Buboy just coming out. Oh, Freddy has no say so, like without being asked about it.
No, because I believe from reading the article, it was preference like someone asked Freddy, he gave his opinion about when, then Buboy came out like, bruh, he ain't got no say so. That's how it was. Like somebody came back and doubled back to Buboy like, yo, you seen Freddy said Pacquiao should retire XYZ. He like, nah, he ain't got no say so over that shit. And it's true. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fuck with Mike heavy, but I don't even know his best friend. So how the fuck am I gonna have any say so? Like I wouldn't, you know, like I don't know what go on that side of town in Indiana. Like
I got like 3 bodies right here, nigga, in the closet, man. You gotta go harvest these bitches pretty soon. They starting to stink.
That's what I'm saying. And he out here getting mad at the best friend. You can't get mad at the best. This is the same reason he was on the outside looking at. I don't even know why he doing it again. Like, he got to remember, like, have they ever cut Buboy from the team? No, the fuck they didn't. They cut your ass.
I don't think I've seen Buboy and Manny be in any kind of beef. Have you ever?
Bruh, I ain't never seen them argue, and all I know is he ain't never been cut. Roach was cut from the team already. He better be happy he back on the inside on these big fights.
And I mean, he better be happy because he getting some big ass checks too, being around Manny. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, you know Manny treating him fair.
Damn right. Manny's a good guy, man. Manny make sure everybody eat.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on, Munguia versus Jesse Vargas looks dead in the water. They wanted that Independence Day fight. I mean Mexican Day, but it was scooped up by Fury. I don't know why they didn't go along here with it. I mean, you think really Fury's gonna do it for the viewership and for the crowd to come out? Like, I don't expect a fight with Otto Wallin to do big numbers down in Vegas, but it is what it is. I would still like to see somebody
but that shit
try
didn't
to
get announced officially, Mike. I'm still holding out hope that Bob is intelligent enough to take it to Boston. You can take it to Boston. You could bring Michael Conlan back. Now you could bring Lee Keeler. You know what I'm saying? Make his U.S. debut. All them dudes. Bring that redhead Canelo back. Not the zone Canelo, the other one.
Back, man. What my nigga name? The Jewish Hammer.
Nah. Cletus about to go to jail, man.
What the fuck Cletus done?
They trying to test his post fight test because of that Zab Judas shit.
Oh, okay. What you mean? So I mean, he came back dirty yet, haven't he? I think Zab said he wanted to test it, but how you gonna go to jail?
And then you come back dirty. He put Zab in the hospital, man.
Oh, so
I don't know. That's the rumors, man. I don't know. They looking for that blood test, man. They want that blood test.
Yeah,
see
okay,
what's gonna happen.
All right.
Super chat from Riding the 870. Fuck TBV. Nah, just playing. What up, bros? Riding 870 comes back with another one. Pound for pound, Nello, Crawl, ES. I guess that's Errol Spence. Loma, Pack, Tank. Who the fuck is PRG? PORG. Prague? Dimitri Prague?
Okay.
Progray?
Yeah. GGG Leo. Chat. I don't know what he mean by that shit.
GGG, Leo, and Charlo.
A lot of names.
Okay. His pound for pound is Canelo, Crawford, Errol Spence, Lomachenko, Pacquiao, Tank, Regis Prograis, Gennady, Gennadovich, Golovkin, Leo Santa Cruz, and which Charlo? It gotta be Jamal. Because Nello won, lost. Jamello lost.
Jamello. This nigga said Jamello. Martin McCauley gets,
yo, you know what's crazy? Because I know they listen and they be hating and shit. Niggas might shoot me, but yo, they calmed down after that loss. They ain't like no more, right? It's like nice and quiet.
He ain't really been out here in the media like that either, so.
I know, but that's the whole point. They ain't used to wait for no media either. They was on live talking shit. Don't act like he's deleted. Get the fuck out of here, man. Like, I remember all that shit. I remember Mello too. He used to stay on his IG talking grasa.
He said, hey, put the pads up. Put the pads up. Let me hit the pads right.
Yo.
That shit was hilarious, man. Jamal Charlo, man. Get back on social media, man. Yeah, that shit was funny.
Hell yeah, it was funny. Hell yeah. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It helps with the visibility of the show. Helps us grow. You already know. You can also hook us up by using our link in the description. 2 people used it, Mike, so we got 2 sign-ups. Thank you for supporting TBV. You know, that's 1 sign-up for Mike, 1 sign-up for me, you know. So you just bought Mike a little cup of water and got me, you know, coffee, no cream, but it's all good.
Put a water around this bitch I can buy.
I mean, yo, the price of everything's going up, bro. Like, yo, how is pizza like $2.25? Like a slice, like $2.75, $2.25, like that's crazy.
How's a burger? Nigga, dinner is $4 for just a burger.
The whole menu, it don't even make sense to eat McDonald's no more because the menus all changed. Like the 2 cheeseburgers $10 now. It's crazy. You gotta stay away.
It's crazy. Yeah. Martin McCauley gets TKO stoppage in this Matchroom debut over in Liverpool. Don't know the guy's name he's fought, but it was like it was okay stoppage. I mean, I don't really have a problem with it. Ievgen Khytrov and Eric Walker get victories on UFC Fight Pass on Thursday. I didn't get to see it, but hopefully, I guess we can start watching. Lou got to put some. If you want us to buy that shit, man, it got to be like better fights, bro.
Nah, let me look up which one I seen so I could tell you how old it was, and then you can watch it like that. His name was Stephen Shaw, my boy, the heavyweight. It's so sad.
Yeah.
So sad because he's with Lou. He's not with Al. And I don't know what that means. You know what I'm saying? Like, very few people ever been upset at Al. So, like, anytime I see a fighter not be with Al no more, I get nervous for them. But Stephen Shaw isn't with Al. He's with Lou. And he just fought on UFC Fight Pass. It still got him on BoxRec. Say he's managed by Al. They need to get that right. Let me see. Pro career we got. He fought Donovan Dennis, the same guy that Jarrell Big Baby Miller beat on Showbox. He fought him March 2nd. Damn. So I just March 2nd. So I just watched that yesterday on the Sports Network. No, or SNY. What's that? What is that?
That's some New York shit.
Okay. So I got to watch it on SNY and they show Broadway Boxing. So I got to watch Stephen Shaw beat the brakes off of Donovan Dennis. He was a bit slow and took his time. So I guess that ain't bad. But he got him out in 3, which is okay. Let me just check. I think Donovan Dennis probably never fought since then. Yup. Yeah, you see. So after being knocked out 3 years ago, he took 3 years off, comes back, and now he's knocked out by Stephen Shaw. So doesn't really mean much for Shaw, but I bring it up because I know Shaw personally, got to watch him spar Deontay Wilder a couple of camps, and I know some of his story, obviously, and I wanted to give a time frame for myself, really, as to when this fight I watched yesterday actually aired. So that means that I still haven't seen the new one.
Have you heard anything about our guy, Greg Corbin?
Greg Corbin from Texas.
Big Marine motherfucker that we was down at Wallin camp talking to.
Big You don't remember? He's been losing.
Corbin, Greg Corbin. No, not Greg Corbin. I'm sorry. The dude that his manager, we had like a 2-hour conversation with in the lobby.
You talking about Mike Polite Coffee? I haven't heard anything new, B.
Yeah.
I gotta reach out. You know what? But he got out of his Kaufman he got out of his Kaufman Promotions contract. So I don't know. Maybe he's trying to wait his options out. I'm wondering why like Dazn hasn't signed him. But we got Stainless on the super chat. #TBV for life. Let me see. We got some more super chats here. We got Nelson on the super chat. Says, dímelo, Ness, Mike, Ness. Yo quiero que tú hables español. ¿Qué es lo que, Nelson? Estamos hablando español. Lo que pasa es que aquí no hay nadie que hable con quien hablar. Tú tienes que llamar. Después podemos hablar.
Last but not least, Shawn Porter questions Errol Spence pay-per-view power. He said, we're going to see if he's able to draw that with me, you know what I'm saying? Because he felt like Mikey Garcia, maybe the reason the pay-per-views were so high.
Salt?
I mean,
how you going to throw salt on his own fight? That's like secretly saying, yo, if it don't do well, it's because you know I don't sell, and you know he really wasn't the one selling. It was Mikey. Like, that's what he's saying.
Yep.
He shouldn't be saying that. He should not be saying that.
That's how he feels, you know what I'm saying? He feels like Mikey's a bigger pay-per-view star than Errol Spence, and we'll see if that translates September 28th.
Yo, Davis ain't fighting Burchell, man. They giving that Burchell fight to Oscar Valdez. That's some other news and notes. Oscar Valdez is going to be moving up. He ain't going to want that smoke with Shakur. Shakur going to end up fighting Carl Frampton or Joet Gonzalez, which is going to be a tough fight. Joet could fight or could punch. He could punch, and he's good, but he ain't Shakur. But so we don't really know how good. We just know he's good, right? But whatever. Hopefully the LA fans let us know. You know, y'all know Joet better than us. That being said, yeah, Valdez is moving up. He getting that Burchell fight, guaranteed.
Yep.
Which is gonna be weird because that Burchell fight is gonna be a WBC belt. You know what I'm saying? You see, Top Rank don't really got WBC belts.
Yeah, I mean, they got the Jose Ramirez one.
Like I said, they don't really got. I ain't say they don't got.
Check 1-2 at 175. They have Oscar Valdez at. No. Oscar
Valdez is WBO. That's what I'm saying. They got Burchell ain't even really their fighter. They got options. He's a Zanfa fighter. You know what I'm saying? And Godcheck, yeah, he the WBC at 75. That's it. What they got? I'm telling you, they don't fuck with the BC like that. So that's what I'm saying. You know, that's going to be interesting because WBC is very vocal and public. You know, they always doing interviews. They got a website that they update frequently. They got a email list. They always doing something. You know what I'm saying? So if Valdez gets in them rankings, he gets that belt. You know, it's going to be people coming for that belt. That's all I'm saying.
Absolutely. Shit, we'll see.
Going to be people coming for that belt. Because, like, he had a weird-ass, you know, title run at that division, bro. Whatever division he was at, my man wasn't fighting. He was making dudes famous, you know? He was straight up making people famous. Like, I ain't never heard of Genevieve Savagna. I ain't never heard of Matias. I ain't never heard of a lot of the dudes that he fought, you know. Carmine, never heard of that dude. Like, he was making people famous. So, even this Jason Sanchez, who the fuck is that? I ain't even know when he fought that dude. Albuquerque, New Mexico. He be wildin', bruh. I never even heard of this dude. When that fight happened, Mike? Oh,
yeah, don't give me the line. Shit, I don't know.
In June. I ain't even know. And he won a decision. So this 126 is what? Featherweight?
Yeah, featherweight.
126.
I want to say super featherweight, but I'm not sure.
So, boom, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Look, he never unified. They could have easily made the Warrington fight. Like, he ain't got to move up. Why can't he fight Warrington one last fight? The same way Jamal Charlo fought a unification, one, or his mandatory one last time, right? Nah, he moving up. Cool. At 30, he go up for that WBC, because in the WBO, Lamont Roach and Herring is tied up. You know, he ain't going to go that route. Then you got Joseph Diaz in there. It's a lot of smoke for Valdez in that route. Let's see why he's sending them the WBC route. Joseph Diaz is number 1 in the WBC too. Damn, that boy ranked high. So why he even fucking? Why he even worried about Farmer? Why he don't go get another off network belt and bring it back? He ranked number 1 in the WBC, and Joseph Diaz is ranked number 4 in the WBO, and he ain't even ranked in the IBF, but they giving him a shot.
It may be easier to make that fight than any other. Probably more money too, so he ain't got to take that percentage that he gonna get with the WBC.
I guess, bro. But in the WBC, Edward Hernandez, I don't think I've ever heard of him. Miguel Roman should be the dude that Miguel Berchelt just beat. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. He beat him like 2 fights ago on ESPN, ain't it? Yup. Oh, my God. Look, let me click this so you can see. My man is 33. 33. He's got... Bro, I can't even add this good, bro. He got 61 wins, 13 losses, all right? So my man don't even, like, this is what I'm saying. Like, they know what they doing. They sending him up the right rankings. He going to get that Berchelt. They know Diaz going to take the Farmer fight, so he going to get dropped from the rankings. I never heard of Eduardo Hernandez. Look at this. I'm going to have to screen share this shit. Do y'all see this shit? Jason Sosa. Oh, they'll make that. And Jason Sosa just fought, right? Or he's fighting on the 10th. On the Frampton undercard, Rene Alvarado. Rene. I don't remember that. Francisco Vargas.
I've heard of Rene Alvarado.
Oh, my God. Francisco Vargas is still here. This is perfect. Johnny Gonzalez got to be like 50 years old, bro. I'm telling you, this is perfect. Masayuki Ito is the biggest name in that division right now. Him and Joseph Diaz Jr. Crazy. That's perfect. That's the perfect place to hide right there. You don't want to go for them WBA Gervonta Davis rankings, and you damn sure don't want into that Farmer sauce. He'll make that big-ass left hook look like the Matrix. And I don't get why they didn't go Herring route, though. That's in-house. Why didn't they go Herring route? He got enough defenses where they could probably put in a petition to the WBO and ask him to get the Herring fight, no? He had like 5 defenses of his belt.
Yeah. I don't know.
You don't care?
And just, bro.
News and notes, everything done?
Yeah. You were just saying like a lot of names that some guys that I didn't know, and some of the guys are just past the prime. But I can see what Bob Arum is trying to do, and being that Joe Diaz is going to probably take that Farmer fight, and if he's victorious, he'll be champion and drop in the rankings. If he loses, he'll be dropping the rankings too. So it elevates Oscar Valdez in that fight at 130 with Miguel Berchelt, right? And don't they like? I mean, I know he's not signed, but Berchelt last couple of fights being on ESPN, so but that's the best way for him to go. But I just don't know, Rob, that they don't take him down the Jamel Herring route and just let him fight Jamel. Maybe they feel like Berchelt may leave, and you make that fight first and see if he can either win or entice him to stay.
Yeah, man, that's what I said. In-house with Herring would have made sense, but maybe they know he won't win. I'm telling you, them top-ranked matchmakers, they know a lot, bro. They not dumb. You know, maybe they see Herring has improved a lot, and you know, Valdez is a brand. You know, he could be. So you gotta like, you give Valdez at 130. Let his name get buzzing again, right? You get him a belt, he defends it 3-4 times, then you try to make a super fight with Tank. It don't matter if he loses, because it's one loss in a unification fight, you know what I mean? But let's go out to the callers. First, a word from the sponsors.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes. These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Straight to the point for those with attention deficit. I'm so repetitive, so I gotta repeat. Stainless from the street to the deep. I'm coming with that heat. All you need to know about me, I'm coming with that heat.
Yo, TBV, what's good?
What up, Stainless?
Man, you know. Mike, how you doing? You good?
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. Just chilling, man. Trying to get find my goddamn lighter.
Man, shit, I just found one. You know, I had to light my blunt up again. Don't nothing go with Crow better than weed. You know what I'm saying? Marcus Browne kind of disappointed us all. Well, I guess we can't blame it all on him. That was a serious ass head, but let me get my Crow with that. I don't even care how y'all gave it to me. It's going with this blunt anyway, so.
The next thing I heard nothing you said, bro.
I need my Crow for that Marcus Browne. Yeah, man, I don't give a fuck what they say. Weed makes everything better. Man, what a night of boxing, man. You know what I'm saying? There was some unexpected losses, some unexpected decisions, and the most punches ever thrown in a fight. I guess I'll start with that. It was the most punches thrown in a fight, but what do they really show us about Kownacki? I mean, he went the distance with Arreola, and it's no disrespect to Arreola at all, but this is a younger fighter with no knockdowns. I mean, what is he gonna do against Wilder? Or like when? I'm sorry, I just don't see it. I mean,
we don't need a filter. I don't need a filter.
You say what?
Nah, I just merged someone, so they had to mute.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, what does he really stand a chance to do against Wilder, or I mean Joshua, or Fury, or even a Andy Ruiz now that he holds those belts? I guess the bigger story still though is my phone is going off right now. It's the Canelo IBF thing. I guess that's news. You already said it. None of us are really disappointed because I mean none of us wanted to see that Derevchenko fight. So hopefully the Andre fight gets made. To me, that would be bigger news than him get stripped of the IBF title anyway, and that can easily be won back depending on who wins the Charlo Andre fight. That's all I got for now. As I always say, please make sure you push the thumbs up and share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. It's TBV for life. And if you ain't on Patreon, it's because you're stupid. Peace.
BoxingVoice.com.
It's money to shit. Working that wrist. Ballin' like Swiss. Diamonds wet like a fish. Pull up with them sticks. Come fuck with the clique. We fucked on your bitch. She sucking the dick. I'm whipping the purple.
Hey yo, what's going on? It's your boy H Money, Mr. Dazn, the Boxing Voice 2019 Rookie of the Year. And I want to talk about Demetrius Andrade versus Canelo. Hey Ness, man, the fight is gonna happen. People are saying Canelo, he's not happy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's not happy because he has to fight Demetrius Andrade. He's been waiting so long, he's been stripped for the IBF world title, Ness. This is a bad look. Let's make the fight happen. It was going to be the undisputed match. One thing about Eddie Hearn, he makes the biggest fights happen with Andy Ruiz versus Anthony Joshua, Maurice Hooker versus Jose Ramirez. Different networks. There's no sides of the street. I mean, especially on DAZN, you can make the biggest fights happen. Shout out to Deontay Wilder, the best fighter in the world, pound for pound. You know what I mean? And he's been hanging with Lennox Lewis. Next, I just gotta say, Deontay Wilder and Lennox Lewis are the two best heavyweights of all time. And I want Lennox Lewis to teach him his moves, to teach Deontay Wilder. And Deontay Wilder will be the greatest of all time. And I just gotta say, man, Jean Pascal, Ness, I told you, I called it out. Soon as I seen him with the wig, I knew it. He pulled his bluff. He pulled his card. He's a fake. Marcus Browne, a woman beater. Hey, with a wig, man. He slapped him at the weigh-in. He slapped him, dog. He was all up on him. Knocked him down 4 times. Embarrassed him. Undefeated. That's what you call a PVC bump. Mr. PVC, stop hiding. $2 super chats. Stop ducking me. LDBC, match me. Where y'all money at? No wins on Border Wars. No wins. Barbershop conversations, you was a bitch. I'ma knock your bitch ass out. We in here.
Oh, come on, H-Money, man. Yeah, you was doing good until the end.
How you gonna knock him out? He don't want to sign up the Border Wars, bro. H-Money's funny, man. But you already know. The yin, the yang.
Mr. PBC, baby.
Last time I checked, I was the man on these streets. They call me residue, I leave blow on these beats.
Hey, yo, what's good? I'm gonna keep it real, man. Let's really weed out the internet gangsters. Let's weed out this beef talk. I come and I call all the time. I love talking boxing, so let's keep it like that. So yesterday, man, most beautiful day ever. Had 4 blunts, drinking like Hennessy and all at my homeboy's house. Watched the best fights. Pascal, hey, give me that Marcus Browne cross, because I did go for Marcus Browne. But, man, Pascal, man, he opened that wound, nigga, like, oh, man, that shit was crucial. And the motherfucking Adam Kownacki fight, that was non-resuming. I couldn't even put my blunt down. I couldn't even pass it because I had to look away from the TV. It was the best fight. And Adam Kownacki did not call out Deontay Wilder like he did in previous interviews. He don't want that smoke. He is nothing but a ham sandwich of hella mayonnaise. He'll be a good-ass sandwich. Do not call out Deontay Wilder. And to Mr. Dazn, stop saying my name. You internet gangster, bro. We already talked on Skype. You don't want no smoke. Just keep it YouTube related. So, that's my call, and PBC is the best. Yesterday was my birthday, smoking hella blunt. My favorite fights, Deontay Wilder. He's the best commentator ever, making me fucking laugh. That shit was fucking funny. Saying that motherfucking Adam Kownacki was just catching blows and Arreola was just catching blows. Look at that shit, man. That shit was funny as fuck. That's my motherfucking call.
All right, Mr. BBC. Going out to Ringer. Oops. No Ringer. Sorry.
JD, motherfucker.
There's a lot of things I like to move, so just try to get on my game. I don't know why they gonna call me, but I'm a 54-pounder. But I have a brother that's at 160.
Yo, I just tuned in. I missed all the fights yesterday. I did rewatch the heavyweight fight though, the main event. Did I hear this right? Because I just heard Ace Money say that Marcus Browne took a L. Is he right?
Nigga, he absolutely right.
Yo, he got dropped 3 times.
Damn.
And he got stopped.
I did. Hey.
He got stopped due to a headbutt.
Yo, I would. Shit. I'd take Crow for that one for no reason. I ain't even make no pick on that one, but I'd take Crow. God, I wouldn't expect that. Damn, so
in your heart.
Yo, Jean, did Jean look good last night?
I mean, he looked good in the rounds he won, but other than that, no.
He only won the rounds he got knockdowns in, and then they went to the cards because of a really bad headbutt.
But he had that old man game to him, though. Know what I'm saying?
So they gave him the 8th, too. Like, you had to give him the 8th, too, because before the headbutt, he was still the aggressor.
He was fucking him up. And when he knocked him down, bro, he had him like staggered.
He ain't
It
win
wasn't
no
like
rounds. He ain't win no rounds that wasn't the rounds that he, got the knockout.
Yeah, he had his ass staggered though.
Well, the real fight is at the end of this month at that weight class anyway. Anthony Yard, that Yard boy.
So now you a Yard
fan.
Yeah, he a smart man.
You damn right. I've been a Yard fan, man.
No talent.
That boy got skills.
You ain't been a Yard fan. You ain't been the only one out here pumping that Yard flag was Mike. I ain't gonna let nobody get on the hype train now because the fight getting closer.
And the Am was pumping.
Damn. So how you feel? You feel like Kovalev gonna win? That's what you saying?
I'm not saying I feel Kovalev. I just don't remember no one else talking had Yard smoke. Nobody went close, especially not Daniel Jacobs. Now you trying to get away from Daniel Jacobs and get a new guy.
Here we go.
Trying to get a new guy.
And still, to this day, it's still Daniel Jacobs. And one time.
Yo, so you ain't see the fight. You seen the heavyweight fight. What you think about that Deontay Wilder Blazer?
Oh, yeah, man. Come on, be real, Jay. Not Jay, JB.
What I think about the Deontay Wilder Blazer?
Yeah, the jacket he had on.
Stop acting like you don't know what we talk about, man.
Okay. Nah. I just seen the highlight. Like Fox posted a highlight shit on YouTube.
So you ain't getting no.
So you ain't seen no picture with him and Lewis, nothing like that.
It's basically the whole fight though.
Yeah, he ain't getting no commentary, but it's all good because he make up some of that 600 and something thousand that fight got overnight. That's insane to me. I can't believe that we're here. I remember, like, watching YouTube and being like, damn, bro, boxing barely got million hit videos, you know what I mean? And now it's like everything is getting to a milli.
Man, boxing is in a great spot right now, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Keep growing. Y'all tell a friend, man. Pretty soon we want these guys to be live shows to be at 1,000 views easy every time.
I mean, 1,000. You talking about?
Like 1,000 live.
You talking about live? Yeah, no. I would like them Joe Rogan numbers. Give me like 250. Give me like 250 on the post.
Right.
A million. That's what I want.
You be saying sometimes, nigga.
The shit I say, we getting them.
You gotta tone it down a little bit, especially. I remember that time you were talking about fighting Troy's daughter. Troy said he gonna get his daughter on you. I knock her ass out too.
I mean, bruh, he the one put in the ring with me. What you want? Shit, yo, I spar Shadasia Green. That's like me sparring. That's like me sparring Clarissa. You think I'm gonna let? I'm gonna hit Clarissa with some shit. Back up off.
You got to, cause she coming for you. Like she know how to do this shit.
Exactly. So you gonna get up off me. You gonna remember you find a heavyweight.
Yo,
let me go out to Ringer Lids Low. What up?
What up, Decatur, Georgia?
Man, what's crack-a-lagging, fella?
Now I know in Atlanta, the weed laws are like decriminalized or something like that. Is that for the whole state of Georgia, or was it just Atlanta only?
That's a negative. It's only Atlanta, and then you got a city called Clarkston. They like that too. But we coming. You know what I'm saying? Georgia ain't gonna be able to turn down that green money too much longer. You dig? So we ain't got too much longer. I had picked Arreola to win, shout. I know I ain't get a chance to call in to tell y'all or whatnot, but I was on the phone with Asian Money and N.O. and I forgot my man's name who house got burnt down.
Robert Bonilla.
Yes, sir, Robert Bonilla, and we was on the phone last night watching the fight and shit. So, hey, and to Ness, hey, N.O. said last night that yesterday rather that he said they ain't throw no body punches. What he meant to say was at the particular time me and him were watching the fight, it was times that they should have been throwing blows. Well, basically when they were just standing there face to face punching each other, getting them little points in, and still, I guess they don't, ran out of little oxygen or whatnot. But that what he was saying. Cause me and him both was sitting there yelling like, "Go to the body, man!" This them later rounds of time to really go to the body. And Kownacki was goddamn slowing down like a motherfucker. So that's what N.O. was trying to say. You know what I mean? But I had Arreola. That Marcus Browne thing that was fucked up. The eye thing, I would have loved to see the rest of that fight. I will give it to John Pascal. He I guess he was fighting for hard. You know what I mean? Like. He ain't want to go down or whatever the case may be. Same thing with Arreola, But shout out to Pascal.
estimating Pascal, man, he took Dimitri Bivol to the distance. I think Dimitri Bivol, even though he may be fighting in the wrong weight class, I think he a damn good 175 pounder, maybe be even the best one out there. And if he go down to 168, bro, you motherfuckers are in trouble.
Right on, that 168 ain't a place to go, man. But yeah, that's all I got, man. I mean, I'm just listening to the show. Shout out to everybody. Oh, my fault, I'm tripping. Baldy, appreciate you for making me ringer, dog. 100 all the time. Y'all be easy. Sign up to Patreon. Oh, I put a post on there. Yeah, got to do with Bud Crawford. But y'all go check it out when you get a chance. You feel me? I'm out.
Definitely.
It's loud.
Shout out to my nigga Liz Love, man. He always tagging me in tweets to Bud Crawford. You know what I'm saying? I retweet everything.
We got Mastermind, Big Supermax. Talk to me.
What up, Joseph, man? How you living, big dog?
I'm living good, man. I'm living good. Out here in this Texas heat. Been a good day. It's my son's 5th birthday.
So I'd rather be hot than cold any day of the week.
Happy birthday to your son, champ.
Your son. Yeah, happy birthday to your little boy.
Appreciate it. But no, man, I got to disagree, Mike. I'd rather be in the cold, man. Fuck this heat.
Bro, I can't do the jackets and big jackets and shit, bro. Fuck that.
Yeah, man.
What was I gonna say? Why? Well, I guess I could say Texas cold is not the same as like
it's
New
not.
Jersey
It's not
cold.
the same way like Little Rocky. It's like get 35 or some shit, and we swear it's cold.
Yeah. I'm just calling in late, so I didn't really get to hear the show. But I gotta say on the Canelo situation, and I seen Ryan Garcia posting some things about he feels he needs to be promoted properly. This looks like it's gonna be the beginning, the start to the beginning of the end of Canelo using a promoter. Period. That's what I think. And I was kind of wondering, is Canelo's Dazn deal? Does it coincide with his promotional contract? Do y'all happen to know anything about that?
We don't even know what Canelo promotional contract is, bro. To be honest with you, like I have never heard any indications or rumors of how long he was signed with Golden Boy or how many fights he has with Golden Boy. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's going to be a big thing we're going to find out, because Canelo at this point I don't think he even needs a promoter. And then with Ryan Garcia already in the camp with the Reynosos and him not feeling happy, you know, it could be interesting.
They're doing a walkout. They're about to do a walkout.
But he need a right hand man though. He need a Leonard Ellerby.
They're about to do a walkout.
Dude, he's got a good relationship with Richard Schaefer, Mike.
I mean, that's an awesome way to go for like a management. Yes, sir. I would definitely hire Richard Schaefer to manage or lead my promotional company, Alvarez Promotions.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. I think that'll get really interesting. And I honestly believe that if PBC keeps doing what they're doing, especially in the pay-per-view market, Canelo will be back on pay-per-view.
I think Canelo would be smarter going into ESPN and using their pay-per-view model. Shit. The biggest motherfucking network in the world. You just got to get Canelo and Bob Arum not to be like working with each other. Like Canelo needs a separate deal away from Bob Arum.
Yeah, but ESPN don't want to do that. Remember, ESPN said
they got accepted. But like, if ESPN wants their pay-per-view numbers to reflect big shit, give Canelo what he wants.
They said everything got to go through Bobby, baby.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everything got to go through Bobby. No sidestepping
They've
Bobby.
been watching and seeing that Bob ain't really doing too hot. You know what I'm saying? Bob finna get y'all over the Wallin.
No sidestepping Bobby. No sidestepping Bobby.
We gonna see.
We going out the South Side, Deucey.
South Side, what up, man? South Side, the realest. Drug dealers, killers.
It's grind time. It's my time.
Damn, man.
It's one time.
I want to see that shit.
You know, my face be on the phone, man. Salute to both of y'all, man. I'm gonna keep this real short, but I do want to veggie back out the last caller, man, because we all Canelo fans. You know, he is the face of boxing. But how many loopholes and like what is he doing, man? Just give us the fights we want to see, bro. Like he being a diva now, bro. This that shit that everybody be talking. Like we don't want to see a diva Canelo, man. You a monster. Get in there and give us the fights we want to see, bro. My champ Wilder is running through shit back to back, tough fight after tough fight.
You know what I mean? But I'm off that, bro. What I really wanted to say was salute to the Adam Kownacki, man. He had that motherfucker lit last night, bro. It was a whole sea of red in that bitch, bro. I didn't see nothing but Kownacki fans in that motherfucker. So I know the boy. What he like 20, 21 fights in or some shit like that. Like
20.
I would like 20. Okay, I would like to see him against Wilder and shit, but we ain't even gonna press that. I like Luis Ortiz. I think that's a good step up fight. You know what I mean? I think it's right around that time we can start looking at that. But outside of that, I wanted to salute that nigga for his numbers. Gervonta Tank Davis, bro, looked like, man, that nigga looked like one of them little green G.I. Joe action figures standing next to Deontay Wilder. Boy, where was all that tough? Where was all that tough shit? Cause he was typing. That's what happened when you get in front of people. You know what I mean? All that gas in your ear, get let the fuck out. You know what I mean? You start realizing, okay, I might not need to do that. But I'm gonna end with, why was Deontay Wilder dressed like Tales from the Hood, you know, the little black dogs from Tales from the Hood that was coming to life killing people? He was dressed like one of them things. I don't know what the fuck Wilder had on last night, but somebody need to holler at that nigga, bro. He going down the wrong lane with that bullshit, man. The color commentary was fire. That's my recap on the night, man. Salute to the whole PBC. You know what I mean? TBV, LDBC, new media, hashtag that.
Yo, Southside. Yo, I felt the same way. I wasn't feeling that jacket. It was too much ruffles going on. The jacket.
Yeah, man. I told you like a damn prom jacket.
The jacket had ruffles coming down the left and the right of the chest. Then he had a ruffled shirt in the middle, and then he had a bow tie.
Yeah, we could do without that. It's all good, man. Hey, you can't look fly every day. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you might try something and you like.
When you rich, yes the fuck you could.
I mean, but sometimes rich motherfuckers try shit.
And you been hearing him lately. Lately, he be like, "I've been a millionaire. So yes, the fuck you could. But yeah, man.
Solid Beyonce Productions.
Yeah, I'm telling you. BoxingVoice.com.
Damn bitches, they wanna new to me. Niggas, they
better
wanna
not
do to me.
fuck
No
me, son.
hooligans,
Better not fuck me, son.
I'm from the land of crime.
BoxingVoice.com.
Nelson, what up?
Yo, Mikey, what up? Nez, what up?
What up? What's the business, homie?
Que lo que.
Yo, great topics, but man, I gotta just say, like, holy shit. Y'all really, I didn't even make money last night. Did you guys make money?
Hell no.
Marcus Browne fucking a whole player, bro.
Fucking everybody fucked it up. First of all, Marcus Browne lost. If
Marcus Browne got the fucking decision, I would have won 190.
Yeah, man, it was fucked up. I needed Browne to get the motherfucking knockout, and I was good.
I just needed decisions because I had Kownacki nigga both ways. Big money.
God damn.
I had him in the fucking parlay with Omotoso.
Yeah, man.
I had him in there with Omotoso, man. I was about to get pity last night.
I'm a straight drink with you guys, and that's my call. You heard?
All right. Nelson, man, thanks for calling in. We got a super chat from Boxing King, just showing love. Thank you.
What up, Boxing King? 22.
We got
fucking Marcus Browne, bro.
Looks like we got
and I had him and it was
Kevin in Chicago. Talk to me.
Michael Conlan get a knockout.
What's up, guys? So I got to start with Marcus Browne. Marcus Browne, he was supposed to be the guy to challenge the Four Horsemen, Beterbiev, Kovalev, Gostick, and Bivol. He needs to stay far away from all of them.
I wouldn't mind seeing him with
Beterbiev.
Beterbiev chin is not the greatest either.
Yeah, but he still needs to stay far away from either of them. My second point is Canelo Alvarez. Why are you making excuses for him, man? He had the opportunity. The IBF, they set a contract. He didn't fulfill his contract. They gave him extending periods 2-3 times, however many times it was, and he didn't fulfill it. So stop making excuses for that drug cheat. And my third point is Kownacki. People are saying, oh, Wilder, he does that, shows up against Wilder. Chris Arreola has a very good chin, and he had a good game plan, covering up in the early rounds, survived that early storm, try to wear Kownacki out. So people aren't giving Arreola credit. they're kind of just saying, oh, Kownacki, he didn't look that good. Kownacki is a very dangerous opponent for Wilder. If he keeps coming forward, he's got a granite chin, he's got Hartford days, and we saw what Wilder did against Ortiz. He got saved by the bell. Tyson Fury had him wobbled. If Kownacki lands one of them bombs on Wilder's glass chin, it's over. Wilder got a glass chin. He's tall and skinny. He's 220 pounds. That ain't enough for Kownacki. Kownacki's too big. He's got too much power for that beanpole.
Yo, he said if he lands one of them bombs. Damn, you can tell when dudes lie. Brandon, talk to me, Cincinnati.
Yo, what up, Mike? What up, Ness? I want to give a salute to my son. They won their first Little League football game today, 16-0. He did his thing. Shout out to my little man. As far as Canelo, I mean the game plan is simple for Canelo. You know, let Derevyanchenko GGG fight for that IBF. You go get that WBO from Boo Boo, and then if GGG win that IBF, that vacant one, y'all can unify for Undisputed in May. I mean, that sounds like a good game plan to me. As far as Shakur Stevenson, I'm glad my boy's finna get a title shot. Hopefully they make that Joel Gonzalez fight. Joel Gonzalez been talking shit, saying he wants to fight. He can fight. He got some pop. I want to seeing that fight. So, yeah, I would love to see the Joel Gonzalez versus Shakur Stevenson for that vacant belt. And I want to touch on something I touched on yesterday as far as PBC, who don't supposedly promote other networks' fighters, showing Fury and AJ. Next yesterday, you said maybe it's the WBO shit, but if you watch that Wale Omotoso fight, they was putting a secondary WBO belt around his waist after he beat Curtis Stevens. And then Sergey Lipinets won the secondary WBO belt his last fight. So, I mean, if they got a so-called Cold War against the WBO, why they fighters on PBC winning these secondary WBO belts? I mean, that's just something I want answers for, because it's sounding to me more and more like.
The issue is that you fanboys keep running with this, they don't recognize the belt. Like, there's never been an official announcement. Coppinger came out and assumed based off the graphic. And because he's a writer, y'all ran with it. But where's the official press release? Where's Tim Smith saying, we denounce the WBO? Like, y'all bugging. Bunch of internet rumors.
I just want to know why.
Even the president on his own Twitter, he's like, he quote tweeted a Coppinger tweet, and it's like, he's like, oh, if this is really PBC stand, then this is just them showing that they don't want the Crawford fight. It's like, damn, you could tell you are immature that you would say that publicly without, I don't know, picking up the phone and talking to someone who you obviously have contact with in the PBC.
Yeah, that's true. I just want answers, man. I just want answers. As far as that, because it's more and more, it's looking like it's just they ducking my nigga Bud. But that's my call, man. Y'all have a good night.
You know what it is, man. You gotta keep on arguing about the same shit all the time.
H Money Boomerang.
What up, H Money?
I just want to salute the show. It's definitely the best podcast in the world, the Boxing Voice. And Ness, man, hey, Ness, I told you about the Haitian sensation. I'm talking about John Pascal with another knockout. I mean, the referee saved this guy. 4 knockdowns. He looking like Anthony Joshua, wobbled all over the ring, doing the stanky leg, man. Come on, Marcus Browne, a woman beater. Like I told you, Ness, at the press conference, I knew it was over when he had the wig. I know you seen him with the wig. You know what I mean? Come on, man. It's entertainment. The guy, John Pascal, is a 2-time world champion. Been in the ring with Bernard Hopkins. Ness, Hopkins taught him everything, man. They've been in the ring for 24 rounds. That's great boxing. Learning from the best fighter, Bernard Hopkins. And Demetrius Andrade versus Canelo. Just hear me out. They say the negotiations are serious. Is this why Canelo is acting funny right now? Is this why he's mad? Because he know he's gonna lose to Demetrius Andrade. Everybody say Andrade fight somebody. Okay, Canelo, let's set it up. Next. He said he waiting for the big fights. Come on, let's do it. What's up with Triple G? They say Triple G and Devchenko for the IBF. So Canelo gonna have to fight him. You know what I'm saying? May the best man win. Middleweight tournament. Let's do it. That's on Dazn. Come on, all the belts. All the medals. Let's go. We in here. TBV now. We talking boxing. Straight boxing. Let's go.
TMG. Going out to JD on the boomerang.
What up, JD?
Yo, I'll be real quick. The Kownacki fight, right? Do I think he's ready? After seeing that, do I think he's ready for a step up fight like a Ortiz, a Wilder? Fuck no. After seeing that fight, I'm gonna say fuck no.
I give him Brazil though.
Brazil not even alive.
Something like that. Something like that.
And it won't be fair to Brazil because he gonna come off a knockout law. Like nah.
No. I got one for y'all.
Ain't no tune-up. Brazil need a tune-up.
I got one for you.
Okay.
Big Baby Miller.
And who?
Big Baby Miller, right there.
Versus
and Kownacki.
They ain't gonna fight.
They already tried that. They're gonna have to pay him too much. Remember, they tried to make that fight. Big Baby came out. Big Baby said, "That's my brother. That's my Polish brother."
Joyce.
Joe Joyce ain't gonna fight none of these guys.
That's a backstep, bro. That's a backstep.
Yeah, Joe Joyce ain't doing none of that. He making money out there without these dudes. If you start calling
y'all better
Joyce
quit
out,
shitting on Joe Joyce, man. That's a
you start
juggernaut,
calling
man.
Joe Joyce out right now, you're gonna make him more of an A-side. He already an A-side with those views.
So where do you think he goes next? What's a good fight for Kownacki?
He waiting. It's over.
Next,
it's over.
I would say
now he gonna sit out the rest of the year. Wilder gonna fight, and then they gonna see what's gonna happen with Wilder Fury. And if that don't happen, Adam get a shot.
All right. Well,
be had out there, bro.
Last thing I'll say.
Like, you don't want to move him up too quick.
Last thing
Bruh, he's 20-0. If he loses to Wilder next, his career ain't over.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying as far as like his next opponent, if it's not Wilder.
Yo, listen. H Money. This is the boxing voice, the voice of the people. And so this is the voice of the people. Since Ness and them wouldn't say it, I'll say it. Dude, stop coming on here talking about other YouTubers and you know what I'm saying? Like, even though I might feel you slightly, like this not the spot for that. I don't think it is. So that's all I got, man.
JD, you the man. We're going out to Jacory. Talk to me.
Jacory.
What the dragon lady used to say?
Takadis.
What's going on?
What up?
What's going on?
What up?
What up?
Always good work, man. What's going on, Mike and y'all, man? Hey, man, I'm just gonna go over a couple things, man. Hey, man, that H-Money dude, man. What is he, like the Flavor boxing? It's crazy, man. But yeah, man. I'll start off. I'll go in pecking order. Curtis Stevens is done, man. I know Ness, man. You got a relationship with his uncle and everything. If his uncle is truthful to him, man, he'll tell his man.
Now we got see. I asked him about that shit, bro. I asked him. I said, bro, do you got a personal like friendship with him or something? Like, nah. But okay, now the truth comes to
Bruh,
light.
I don't. You know why he's saying that? Because Andre Rozier calls him his nephew.
Yeah, so I don't know what that's all about, but yeah, but man, that yeah, it's time, man. I mean, I thought it was over with the Love You fight, but you know, and I like Stevens, man. Like I said, I didn't really get to catch him till his first loss against was Andre Darrell, I believe, and it was on HBO. But yeah, but like I said, man, Omotoso, you know, he's a decent fighter, but it is what it is. But Marcus Browne's what I want to get to, and I've been telling, I got some partners around here, man, that's big on Marcus Browne. I never was. I thought he was a poor man's Chad Dawson. Thought he had the same build, kind of the skill set, just not as offensively aggressive. And I thought his chin was suspect. And I knew he was suspect when he had that fight on Showbox, I think it was, against Kalajic. So, you know, so that was a fight that he had that kind of turned me off. Could he turn it around? He could, but man, it's like in basketball, man. They say you can't teach height. In boxing, you can't teach chin. He ain't got one. And then as far as that last fight go, man, I want to give a shout out to Joe Goosen, man, because I thought he had Chris Arreola prep, man. I mean, you know, Arreola's not going to have that sculpture figure, but I always thought that, you know, you could always tell when he's in shape. And I thought Joe Goosen had him as ready as he could be for a 38-year-old. Kownacki is, you know, is what he is, man. He's an all right fighter, man, but he fights somebody in the top three, it's a wrap. I think he got a good fan base, and you know, sell some tickets. So if I'm Wilder, I'll go ahead and take it. And as far as Wilder, and I thought the commentary was good, but as far as Wilder's outfit go, man, he looked like Eddie Kane off the Temptations, man.
I said the same shit last night, nigga. A Temptation, nigga. David Ruffin or somebody.
As soon as I seen him, I started yelling, Eddie Kane, Eddie Kane. You know, but yeah, that's what it is, man. But that's my call, man. Love the work that y'all do, and I'm going to keep supporting y'all, man. I'll holler.
My nigga said Eddie Kane.
Stainless, you ready? Flash for me right there on the unmute if you is.
You ready, B?
If not, I'll come back. We got more. Just checking on you. All right, go for
it. Yeah. To be real, JD just beat me to it. Like I said, I was gonna enjoy my blunt a little first, but that's real talk, man. You know, H Money, I appreciate you being here and everything, but man, it's respect to all boxers out here, bruh, and all that bitch nigga shit and all that. Man, you can cut all that, bruh. Like, if you really, really feel like that, somebody pointed that out a couple shows ago. We got Border Wars on Saturday. You can get all that off your chest then. Or you can get in on Border Wars. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't got time for that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? We're a fraternity here. We act like a family. And, you know, we go at each other, but we settle that shit. And if you ain't willing to settle the shit and squash that shit, then just keep that shit to yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying? As I always say, please make sure that you push the thumbs up and share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. Because it's TBV for life, and if you ain't on Patreon, it's because you stupid. Also, fellas, I appreciate y'all trying to stay, you know what I'm saying, hospitable about the whole thing, but, you know what I'm saying, it's just too much, man. Every fucking show, you know what I'm saying, and I watch barbershop conversations. You know what I'm saying? I don't be out there repping LDBC, but I respect them cats for what they do, how they feel, and how they approach the shit. And there's plenty of podcasters out there and aspiring people that are either launched from TBV, because I know a few people that's out there with Fight Hype and other podcasters now. So, you know what I'm saying? There's plenty of people who got their start here, and I don't talk bad to them. You know what I'm saying? I still watch Mixed Combat Radio sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So we don't get down like that here. So say that for another podcast, or get your own podcast and do it there. Peace.
Stainless, thanks for calling in. We going out to AJ. Talk to me.
Hey, what's going on, fellas? I'm just checking in on it right now. I missed a good amount of the show, but I do want to get into the fights for last night. Shit, Pascal surprised the shit out of me for doing Browne the way he did, man. Browne came in there like either one after he felt that old man strength, and he was like fuck, this something different. That I honestly, it looked like he didn't know. He just didn't know how to get away from that hook. You know what I'm saying? And then, but I mean, besides that, I mean, I felt Pascal was in his head after the whole shit that he had brought in about the charges that he caught with, you know what I mean, with old lady and shit. So I felt even after that he was already in his head on that. But besides that, fucking Chris and motherfucking Adam put on a show, man, on the real. Like, I mean, you want to talk about rock and sock'em robots and shit. I mean, that was it. But on the real, I mean, motherfuckers look on shows for that shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know for those that are a big fan of the whole sweet science of boxing and shit, might have frowned on the fight itself, but it took. I felt that for those that might have looked away on it, didn't see the passion that both of these mothers putting out there. You know what I'm saying? Because you could tell by the 7th, 8th round that both of them was already fucking gassed, and they was just pulling shit out the tank to just fucking get through. And you could tell by like the late little 20-second furies that they was trying to put out there. It was just they were both of them motherfuckers swinging for the fences and putting on the show. But as much as it was a good performance, when you put both of their standards and put both of where they were in competition together, I feel if they go up against anybody from Rivas to Fury to fucking to Wilder to fucking Ruiz, I feel like they'll make work out of fucking Adam Kownacki, man. Because on the real, he remind me of a George Foreman, bro. On the real, like coordinated like a motherfucker, but if he fucking lands with something, your ass is going down. Like he was feeling that shit. But I mean, beyond that, that's all I got. Appreciate the call. Y'all be easy.
Thanks for calling in, champ.
Mr. Info Joe.
This portion of the show we call In the
Mr.
Know,
Info Joe.
presented by my brother.
Yo, what's up, my boxing brothers? What up, Mike?
What up, Info Joe?
What up,
What up,
champ?
all the TBV fam? Hey, man, shout out to everybody in the chat, all the listeners. This is where it's at. Yo, I'm the only one that picked Pascal, right? I knew some shit was going down. I'm the only one. Today I'm in for dominance. Yo, ever since I always had something against that dude with the hot rod fight, man. I always kind of questioned his chin after that fight. And I knew at least Pascal was going to bring it. But shout out to Marcus Browne. He bounced back, though. He is a good fighter, though. But like my man said earlier, he is like a poor man, Chad Dawson, in a way. He's a good fighter, though. Shout out to Pascal. Yo, Arreola and Kownacki. Hey, that was fight of the year candidate for sure. I didn't expect a knockout after the first half of the fight because I knew when you throw that many punches, I ain't going to have the same steam at the later end of the rounds. You know what I'm saying? Towards the end of the fight, though. Good entertaining weekend. Shout out to, Nelson. Man, was it Nelson? He got the hardest intro that's out right on DBV. Shout out to him, especially with that Keith Thurman and that shit. Yo. Shout out to my man Stainless. He was right on point. H Money, you know you my guy, but my man Stainless, that's right there. He was right on point with that, brother. And I know y'all hopefully you don't take it.
I feel like it was a good message right there, Joe.
From my oldest brother. Yeah, most definitely. But I'll call y'all my boxing brothers, man, and that's what we are. We all, may all be in disagree, but I don't call none of y'all no bitches and nothing like that. Respect to all of y'all. You don't have y'all all the time, but I come to a different point of view other than my own this show. So,
Joe, hang up and call back in, champ. You breaking up real bad. Or move around. You there? Yeah.
Nah, man, Joe gone.
He dropped off. Off he goes. Anybody in the Nolia, you haven't pressed one, man. I don't know if you're just listening or you just chilling in the Nolia. That's all good. But if you want to rock out, you got to press one. Info Joe's back.
Yo, what did you hear? Am I clear now?
As soon as you start talking H Money, the H Money ghost
Oh,
got
I
on
was
you.
just saying, hoping though that he doesn't take it too personal, man. He's just an older brother, like my man Stainless. He just wanted to be respectful, man. We all fraternity on here. We all don't disagree. We all disagree sometime about the fights. It's never personal. I call y'all my boxing brothers, and we may argue and disagree, but y'all all my fam, man. I come to this show to hear a different point of view, other than my own. So that's the great thing about TBV, man. We a family, and we also all meet up. So we can't have all this hostility and shit. We had a depreciation night, man, where people come from all over the world. We meet, we greet, we drink, we smoke, and we chop it up. It's like a live boxing show. You know what I'm saying? So we like to keep that peaceful energy. It ain't nothing personal. If somebody disagrees with me or I disagree with y'all, don't take it that way. We family on this show, and peace to all y'all, man. I wish y'all all nothing but the best and success, man. That's my call, brother.
Joe, thanks for calling in, brother. All right, man. Well, that is our last caller of the day. I want to thank everybody that tuned in. Catch us tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. for the morning show where we talk more boxing 7 days a week, different times, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. and Thursday, Sunday, 7 p.m. Saturdays, depending on fight chats, but definitely every 10 a.m. for Border Wars. I'm your host, Nestor Gibbs, Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO.
Be sure to sign up to Patreon so you can catch us on Untitled tomorrow at 5 o'clock, where we'll be talking about some of the shows and movies and shit that we do outside of boxing. So if you wanted to get to know us a little bit better and become introspective with us, then get on patreon.com/The Boxing Voice and sign up. Yeah, man, great weekend of boxing. Good fight from Arreola. Kownacki, I enjoyed it, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you can possibly even do it again, you know what I'm saying? A lot of punches thrown in that fight. Arreola came out and really showed himself and showed that the determination that he had in that fight. And I don't think he's done by any means. Kownacki, some things that he could work on, you know what I'm saying? But like he said last night in the post-fight interview, a lot of things that I need to work on, so we back to the lab with him. Michael Conlan, ready to see him fight somebody of note. Luis Arias, man, the biggest disappointment of the weekend for me. I have to say, I thought Luis was going to come through and really get the victory. And Canelo, man, I hate for him that he got stripped, and it seems like he didn't really know what was going on. He trusted his team to make it happen, but like he's kind of upset. So hopefully we get more information on what was going on with that in the upcoming week. But follow me on IG at Gross1911 or on Twitter at Gross2312. Till tomorrow morning. Peace out.
To all our Patreons, if you have any morning show suggestions, drop it on our Patreon community page. H Money and TMG, y'all know exactly where it's at. Brandon always posts there. Carlito always posts there. Jordan Baker. So, yeah, man, any suggestions for morning shows, please put them there so that, yeah, we can take them into consideration. Catch us tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central, 6 a.m. West Coast, 2 p.m. UK time. Peace.